I got really annoyed that I have to carry all these bags to work.
Yeah.
Because I used to have Gange. I hired Gange
To carry
to come to my house, pack everything up. He had a car every day. He drove in, and he would carry bags in. That's what was useful about him. So now he decides he don't want to drive in anymore. So, okay, he hasn't been driving in, so I carry the bags back and forth. So finally...
You got the bags back.
So finally, I say to him last week, hey, fatso, I tell you what I'll do. Once a week, you'll drive into work. I'll pay for your parking. You know, whatever you need.
And you'll tow.
So he says to me, what about my tolls? And what about the wear and tear on my car?
Oh, no.
I said, you know what? I don't want your help anymore. I don't need... Do you believe this? I said, what do you buy, a corporation?
Does he say that when he goes out on a date? What about the wear and tear on my car?
This is a guy, nobody's ever offered him a job in the world. I felt bad for him. I got him a camera job with the E! Network. I asked him to do me a favor. I said, here, I'll pay for your parking. What do you... I don't want him to shell out of his pocket. I think I'm being reasonable. Where's the wear and tear on my car? Wear and tear on your... Why don't you tell your dad about the wear and tear on your car?
He's amazing.
What a little nitwit.
So he stopped driving, really, because he didn't like the wear and tear on his car?
No, I told Laura, my assistant, that Gange is out of favor with me.
Uh-huh.
That Gange no longer... I said, I don't want his help. I don't want him... Don't take back the offer. And plus, I pay him, if he drives in or something. I'll give him for an hour or something, another hour's fee or something, whatever it is. And I will not...
Where has this whole conversation been taking place?
Oh, where is it? You don't know where it took place?
No.
It didn't take place at my house?
I don't remember this conversation.
Laura didn't sit down with you and say, we want you to drive in once a week with your car?
Yeah, I said, I'll think about it, and I said, I'll talk to you.
You're going to get back to me on it? I don't want your help. I don't want your help. I don't need it. I don't want it.
The reason I'm not driving in...
Mr. Eager Beaver.
Mr. Eager Beaver. I gave him a job with E! to work this stupid camera. He thinks he's a cameraman now.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a professional television personality.
Can I defend myself?
Where's that 10-year-old? I'd love to give him the job.
I hear him
There's a lot of reasons I don't drive in, and that's why I
You make Jackie look like a team player.
He decided he would think about this. You asked him to do something. He said, I'll think about it?
Yeah. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. That's like when I thought about it when he wanted a job with E!
Right. When he started complaining and whining that he wasn't getting anywhere.
Like I thought about it when he came to me and he said, I'm an intern. I don't want to go work for my father. Is there any work I could do for you at your house? Like I had to think about it. But I don't want your help. I'm telling you, if you said to me now, Howard, I want to drive in once a week, I still wouldn't. You do it with a bad attitude. Your attitude is getting worse and worse. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
I don't remember
Jackie just beamed him.
I'm watching you.
All right, you're watching me. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. I don't remember this conversation. First of all,
Laura didn't talk to you about this.
She asked me, and I said I'd think about it.
You're thinking about it.
Yeah. Why?
What are your thoughts?
What are you thinking about? What is there to think about? Either you're into it or you're not.
I think about driving in. I
don't want you driving in.
You know what? Stop using my car to drive in.
I know. I don't want you to drive in. I don't want your help.
One day, Gange. He wasn't talking about it.
I don't want his help.
But I don't know.
So how much would you charge me for wear and tear on your car? What do you think? How much money would it cost me? What's the wear and tear? Get out of here.
Listen,
get out.
Listen,
get out now before I take your head and throw it through a window.
What is
hey, listen, I don't make that much money. I make very little money.
I gotta hear what's in his head.
You shouldn't be making any money.
Why?
I'm paying you now for everything you used to do for free. I could have still had you do it for free.
So get somebody for free to do it.
Okay.
Get somebody for free.
You're gone.
Get somebody for free.
You're resigning? Are you resigning?
Let's see you get somebody for free.
All right.
We can't even keep an intern here for a week to do anything.
Let me get somebody for free to work that camera and do some work at my house? Okay.
Yeah.
You're on.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see how long they last. I want to see how long they last.
You're fired.
Okay, good.
You can leave now. You can pack up and there won't be any wear and tear on your car or anything.
Okay, good.
How do you keep hiring people who scream at you?
I don't know. I get idiots.
He's not screaming.
I know. It's unbelievable. He's an intern. And I try to rustle him up some money.
And they all threaten you.
Basil, will you do it? You'll do it for free? Well, there it is. I got somebody for free.
Oh, no.
What? None of the microphones work.
You got two for free. Chris, the other intern, said...
Will you be happy to do it?
He'd be crazy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but you want him.
Okay, then you have the job. Gange, you're no longer needed.
Okay.
I have two gentlemen who can fill your spot. You're no longer needed. Goodbye.
All right.
Go home and good luck in your television career.
Okay.
Look who's going to be at your house.
Yeah. Basil. I like Basil.
I got a car.
Do you have a car?
And you'll drive it,
car in
huh?
the city.
Okay, fine.
He's got a truck.
I got
You got a
I
truck?
got a 94 Nissan
So you can pack a lot of stuff into that truck.
Firewood.
Go see if you can find somebody. He threatens me.
Howard,
Threatening me.
I gotta
By the way,
tell
I'll
you.
pay you too. You don't have to do it for free.
Oh, man.
We'll pay you. I got a great salary for you to eat, and I'll supplement you with dollars.
This semester.
Then you're set. And good, Gange, I'm sure now that you've had so much experience, you're in demand. Yeah. All right, Basil, the job is yours. Gange, you're done. You're done with me.
Gange really doesn't realize how out of control. I can understand gas, maybe tolls,
Yeah.
but wear and tear on the car?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
how do you
negotiating with
evaluate
me.
that?
I don't
And then
know.
he's gonna think
How do you-
about it.
Maybe I should buy him a
Wear and
company
tear in a
car.
I said we'll put a little extra in because I have to put up for oil changes. I don't have any freaking money, Gary. Where the hell?
You're coming, but you're coming in for
no,
work.
I'm not taking.
But Gange, you're
come
coming
on,
into
your
work.
father's gonna give you money. My father's not gonna give me jack.
Let me ask you a question.
But
you're
you're
going to
coming
change your oil when you get to a certain point anyway, right? Do you think that this little 1 week...
It makes it more frequent.
Gange?
It's a
wish you could
15-mile
hear
drive. You sound like an idiot. Hey, Gary, let me ask you something.
It's a no.
He's got to get into work anyway, right? Right,
train.
granted.
By
But
train, right.
granted, he can come in by train. But he's still got to get into work. So I'm saying to him, hey, drive your car in 1 day a week. I'll take care of the
I was
parking.
gonna
I'll take,
do it.
which
That
is a
was the whole-
convenience. No, you weren't. Which will take care of. You didn't have the right answer. Which will take care of. It's a nicer time to drive into work than to take the train.
The trade, I'll tell you right now, the trade-off is, you got to admit that taking the train is a big pain in the ass, and that driving's a lot easier. So there's your trade-off right there for your wear and
So I'm
tear.
making his commute a little easier. I'm saying, hey, once a week, take the car in. If you have anything to bring in, or if my stuff to bring in, you bring in your stuff.
You get to
So
sleep,
then he
you
sits
get
me
sleep
with-
a little later because you don't have to run for the train.
Then he hits me with wear and tear, right?
He's amazing.
I'm sorry?
It's a dream job.
Of course it is.
I come in here every day. All I said to
You come in
myself-
for free.
I come in for free. I said, Joy, boy, the only thing I would want is someone to pay the tolls. And you even do that.
Right.
That's it. That's all you need.
Listen.
No, he doesn't want to pay the tolls. You
Here's
just
a-
heard him say it. He
here
wants
is
to pay for parking. That's it.
That's all you need.
You want the tolls? I'll give you the tolls. I pay.
$3
You gotta
he
say
pays
something.
for
I
free.
also pay him for the time it takes him to get back and forth.
What, you pay travel time?
Of course.
No, wait,
He
wait.
charges me every
No,
time he
I
gets in the
don't.
car. When you're at my house and I say to you, hey, Gange, can you bring something over somewhere? You say, okay, and you charge me for the hour. I don't mind that he charges me for
You're
it.
on the clock.
He's on the clock.
No, that was never discussed.
No,
I never
no,
said
let me
that
tell
I
you
was gonna
something.
be
Let me tell you
charging
something,
for time
Gange.
to-
Gange, let me tell you something. You
See,
came
there
to
you-
me.
there you go.
came
That's-
to me. You came to me when you had nothing.
Right.
You were, let's face it, you had worked for free for 3 years.
Right.
I felt bad
Loyally.
for you. I felt bad for you.
Loyally
I dreamt
getting
up a little
at-
something for you to
at
do
4
at the
o'clock in
house.
morning every day.
I could get somebody else to do that at the house. I dreamt up something for you. Then I felt bad for you because you kept whining. You can't get a job in radio because you don't have a voice.
Right.
And then you kept whining.
That wasn't whining.
Then you kept whining. You're whining every day.
You mistake whining for
Howard,
asking for
can
advice.
Can I ask? Oh, whining isn't advice. You were begging me, and then he
No,
goes,
it's
"What
not-
can I do?" So then I
would
call
never
up.
beg
I call up the
anybody for a
program
job.
director at WRNW in Westchester, the station I started. I said,
Yeah.
"Hey, listen, can you do this guy a favor? He's very loyal. Look, I'm gonna be straight
like
with
a
you.
dog, yeah.
He's like a dog. He'll show up." I said, "If you got even an overnight slot that nobody wants, take a listen to his tape." And look, he got rejected. Okay, from a $4 an hour job. It was a $4 an hour job. He rejected.
Yeah. A job anybody can get.
A job that Jackie has no voice left that he could get that job. All right? Because you guys can stay in here, tell him. Don't leave. Bring him back to reality. He's the same as you, except he gets paid because I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's just the type of job that you might think it's beneath you. And I don't know, working a camera might have done that to you, but for guys like me and Basil, you know,
And you're
we'll
not
do it in a
that.
second.
And Chris and Basil are not that far removed from you, Gange. Gange, smack yourself 2 times right now on camera. Just smack yourself as hard as you can with your own hand. There you go. That's it. Hand that camera to Basil. Today you work the camera. Tomorrow you work the camera, Chris. It's your treat. You guys
Why
work
do
the
you
camera.
keep throwing jobs away, Gange?
Because he's a dope.
You
I'm the only
say
one
you wanna
offering him
be
jobs.
in broadcasting. He's done everything he can to keep you in broadcasting.
Robin.
And you keep throwing the jobs back at him.
So Robin, listen to this. So then he says to me, he's at my house, he's whining, he can't get into. He decides, okay, I'm not for radio because he got rejected from one job.
Okay.
So he says, He says to me, I'm in TV now. I go, oh, you're in TV? When did you make the switch? I said, you should have done an internship in TV. Why'd you waste all this time in radio? I wasn't thinking. So I go, okay.
At least he knows.
I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, Gange. Because you wasted all that time volunteering here for 3 years for a career that you have no interest in now.
Yeah.
I'm going to set you up. I'm going to talk to 𝗦𝗵cie, the E! Network. I'm going to ask if there's some things around, because I like you.
So now he's got a paid internship.
So listen to this. I call up Fran. Fran's like, he seems like a nice guy. Well, what does he do? I said, he does nothing. I said, where is a job that we could pay him for doing nothing? She says, the only job I can think of is if, you know how when you hold your camera and you take pictures of your kids? I go, yeah. I got a job like that for him. Because in the hall, we roam with a camera.
Right.
I said, I think he could do that. She goes, do you think he can operate a camera? I said, I don't know. I said, is it a professional camera? She goes, no, like the thing you work at home. I said, I guess he could learn that. Radio's down, TV down. I guess movies are next for you, huh?
He's Spielberg.
He's Spielberg.
Gange.
You know, TV didn't work out. I'm thinking of going into film work.
Myself and my Oscar.
So I said to myself, okay, I'm a good guy. I said, I'm really not interested in him being in TV, but if the guy wants it so bad, I'll get it for him. I get him the job. But I said, you know, hey, also work at my house. Next thing I know, he's not driving in anymore. He's acting with a bad attitude because
he doesn't want to work at the house.
Well, now he's got the job in television.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm paying him. The job in television pays a good salary, but it doesn't pay him enough that he could live. I say, here, you come out to my house, I'll pay you some more money. Help me out. I got phones ringing. I got a lot of things going on. Okay. Where's this guy?
What do you want?
So then I say to him, hey, you know what? I got all these packages and stuff. Drive in once a week, and I'll pay for parking. What about wear and tear on my car and tolls? Okay. What do I got to pay for that? I don't even mind if he says that. He says, I'll do it. Then he says, what about wear and tear on my car? What about tolls? And I'll think about it for a week.
Yeah.
I didn't want to think about it for a week. The weekend.
I haven't heard about it.
Tell me about it.
But what's the
Sorry, Basil. I should have approached you or Chris first.
What is to think about? I still don't understand what is the big thought process he has to go through.
I don't know what he's thinking. What do you think? Why do you need time to think when I ask you to do something? What are you thinking about? What is it? Why? What is it? Is it a big life decision for you?
Sure. I don't know. I just don't like to rush into decisions. I want a little time to think.
Gange.
Think about. I can see if it was marriage. I can't see if it's.
You know,
he needs time to think. It's a job.
And not only that, you're trying to impress your boss. You know this guy's going to go places. He could take you with him if he likes you.
He's gone as far as he's going with
But
me.
that's why.
That's
because
exactly
he
why.
keeps saying no, and I got to think about
I got to
it.
start developing one of the other
I never
guys.
say no.
I got to develop
Oh,
Basil or
God.
Chris or Stuttering
I've done
Vic.
so much over the years. You're so cool.
Ralph, I'll tell you something. You know who you could learn from, Gange? I'll tell you who you could learn from. Ralph. I'm going to tell you why. Everyone goofs on Ralph in this now. I'll tell you why I rely on Ralph and why he works on every one of my projects. I'll tell you why. Because when it comes to me, the guy thinks about me 24 hours a day. Listen, the only guy Ralph really works for, Ralph gets a couple of jobs once in a while. I don't know how, but he basically, he works for me full time. He does makeup for me on the TV. If I do a Letterman shot, he buys the clothes all year round. And he is, I'll call up Ralph. I'll go, Ralph, I got a problem. I got to get a gift for someone by tomorrow. Can you pick up so-and-so? No problem. I've never heard the guy say he's got a problem. Go ahead, talk to him.
Go ahead, Gange.
Did I buy your gift for Gilbert Gottfried when you asked me to?
Gange, that's not the question.
I ran out and bought it.
That's not the question. You did one thing.
No,
wait.
Example,
Ralph.
and I just proved that I did the same exact thing.
No, I'm giving you I'm saying that it doesn't matter. If I said to Ralph, I need you to drive over to my house right now. He gets in that disgusting Jeep of his, and he drives over in 2 seconds. It doesn't matter. No, Ralph, talk to him.
Let me prove that one wrong.
No, Gange.
You needed to send me to your house about 2 weeks ago for something.
Right.
I grabbed it and took off, hightailed it out of here. I was there in plenty of time.
Of course. So when I say to you, drive in and take some packages
of things that I don't do, but I do.
Gange,
but you didn't do this.
what the point is these little things. You don't say, how am I getting paid by the 19 cents a mile or whatever, wear and tear. It's investments in your future. You're not thinking like that.
When you know what? Then the next thing that I had to do, I go, you know what? Hey, Gange, he was there. He got the car. Hey, you know what?
You give him something else.
I've got a big project brewing right now. Big. It's gonna so big that it's gonna blow you away, even my princess away.
I'll be blown away.
You'll be blown away. I have projects brewing all
You're
the time.
dumb,
you know,
But you're out of it. Ralph is on it. Chris is on it. Basil's going to be on it. I'll tell you who else. Everyone but Jackie and you. All right?
Let me just sum it up for him.
All right, there you go.
I got to sum it up for Gange. Gange,
Right.
you are dumb. You
Right.
don't know anything. You're
Even
not
Jackie
bright.
would tell you.
You don't have to see.
You know, Jackie's a big shot now. He's making a couple of bucks. But even in the beginning, Jackie had a good attitude. You got to have a good attitude.
And,
Yeah,
and you don't.
the operative word is yes.
Right.
Yes, boss.
Without question. I mean, don't you think if you prove yourself valuable in some way, he's going to find something else for you to do and something else? And you know, I didn't think that my job would end up as extensive as it is now. And is there one time when I said no to something?
That's how your job ended up extensive.
Yeah.
Even
He's
if
into-
he
you
calls
need me to do
Ralph
something,
and
I'll
says,
do
make
it.
me a tape of these records I like,
Yeah.
Ralph does it.
Do it.
No. I'll tell you what
my
Ralph does.
trim my
Ralph
nasal
calls me
hairs.
and says, listen, Ralph calls me and says, I'm listening to some music now I think you would like. I'm going to go out, buy the CD for you. So I'm not asking you to do that. Ralph's a little
Ralph does
sick.
some things for himself.
But Ralph invents himself.
Yeah.
He sits and
I
tapes
create
show.
things to do.
This is a guy. Ralph said to me, boss, your nasal hairs are long. I'm going
Let
to
me
cut them.
clip them.
And as bad a job as that is, now listen, there's nobody here who wants to do that job.
And you're complaining about
wouldn't even know
driving
if they were
in
long.
once a week.
I'm telling you, and Ralph stands there and cuts the hair out of my nose.
That's a little scary.
That's
And that's not easy.
but let me tell you something.
What?
I need him now to do that.
But not
He's
that's what
invaluable.
I'm gonna say. He found the best way to do it.
Yeah.
He experimented.
Right.
You create a position for yourself.
You know, even Jackie dragged his complaining ass in here for free for 3 years. Don't think
Didn't
that was
ever ask for wear and tear on the car. He asked for parking.
He did, and no one gave it to him. Yeah, remember? No one would give you parking. And he's a little more valuable than you.
Thank you.
You're hallucinating.
You have the wrong attitude about everything, and it's because of your privileged upbringing.
Yeah. He's had it too easy, and now
He's never worked.
he expects everything.
He thinks he's going to run around with that camera, and they're either going to recognize him, give him $100,000 a year to go out and shoot
Well,
auteur.
you should hear him sit there and talk about how, he can't devote enough time to it because he's got to get out to your place because
No, my place is the only thing he's
got
gotta
on
do.
him, and you're just addicted to him somehow, and you can't live without him now.
Gange, do you want me to prove to you I can live without you? Let me ask you something.
Gange, do you live on Long Island?
Yes.
How close do you live to Howard?
Get the microphone on him.
20 minutes.
We have one microphone in here. That's another thing that drives me nuts. That 𝗏𝗏 should go through here early in the morning and check every piece of equipment.
This one doesn't work?
What?
Does this one work?
Talk into it.
Does this one work?
No,
No.
that one don't work either. Here, try it now.
Is it working? No. It's still not.
Oh, there
it goes.
Right,
There it
right.
goes. No hurry, Scott.
Yeah, Scott just stands back there. No hurry.
Does this one work?
No,
No.
that one don't work either. Here, try it now.
Is it working? No. Still not.
Oh,
there it goes.
Right,
There it
right.
goes. No hurry, Scott.
Yeah, Scott just stands back there. No hurry.
Another one.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know.
So my point is, he's right by your house. I mean, you could be doing a lot of things for him. He's 20 minutes from you. You can make yourself invaluable. He needs
Gange's
something, you run over
lazy.
there and do it.
Gange's very lazy.
You're not taking into account how lazy he is.
And it's not like you have like an
He's sluggish.
old car that's going to fall apart and you got to get paid for
He's
it.
got a brand new car his father just bought him.
Like that party his parents threw for him was his retirement party.
You're right.
Gange graduated at 𝗏𝗏 College, and his parents threw him a $5,000 or $6,000 party, like a wedding.
More than that.
Yeah, but we didn't know it was a retirement party. What is it?
Now the mic's working.
You know who's getting who's really burning up over this whole thing?
Who?
Really sitting in there doing a slow burn?
Grillo.
Grillo. You know
Oh,
why?
I bet.
Because I'll tell you exactly why. He goes, I think Gange's a nice guy and everything. He goes, but this really irritates me because Gange's getting all the opportunities he doesn't even get a chance to get. and
Well,
blowing them.
Well, you want to know something? Grillo's another one who really shouldn't open his mouth
He
because
can't even get lunch.
I know. Not only can he get lunch, but I got to tell you something. I had Grillo come out to my house and help me. Don't block that camera.
How long ago?
It was during the book. I don't know. The kid was a nightmare. He could barely make it out there. There was always a problem. I mean, you know, he wanted to deal with it. So he would have had a lot more opportunities, but he I don't know, he's a psycho. There was always a problem.
He needed too much help
right?
to
Wasn't
help
there,
you.
Gange? Wasn't there always a problem?
You happened to catch me in the middle of midterms.
Well, hey, what do you want from me? Opportunity knocks. What do you want?
But yeah, every time I did something like that, it was like, well, school's first. Take care of that. So okay, I got finals and stuff and reports to take care of. I gotta do a report. I gotta stay in the
All right, what do you want from
library
me?
a
I
little
tried to use you. It was impossible. We had to throw you out of there. What do you? I tried.
But I did the work that was supposed to be done.
When you got there.
Right.
You can't even get me steamed rice. This has been going on for 3 days. I send this kid out. I said, Gorilla, I got to find something for you to do, right? So I said, Gorilla, you're in charge of my lunch. Now, here's what I'm going to... I mean, I know people listen to saying, boy, Howard, you're awfully pampered. But let me tell you something. We have a lot of different projects going on, and really time is of the essence. I got a lot of things to juggle. So I said, okay, how do you get... I don't want to even waste time eating. I like to eat right while I'm working. I say, Gorilla, here's what I need you to do. Every day, all you got to do is find a steamed piece of chicken, steamed rice, and steamed broccoli. If you do that, you will be invaluable to me. I don't want you to do anything, and keep your hair out of it. And that's all I want you to do.
I would not. I did, for one thing. I got you that food for a month. Okay, it's not my fault that the Chinese people that you got it from left some type of hair in it. That's not my fault.
I'm not blaming you for that.
Okay, fine.
So
now I have to go.
Now he has to go to a deli and find rice that is steamed. In other words, no butter, no oil.
That's
I want
what
everything
I told
plain.
the guy.
No salt. So now he's been
that.
negotiating with the... You told them, but they don't understand you.
So that's not my...
How much you want to bet if I go down there, I could explain it to the guy?
I got a great story.
I said no. I said nothing. I said I don't want no grease or anything. Just plain rice.
Don't want no grease.
Don't want no grease. No hair. No butter. That's not my fault. It's a new person. You don't want the Chinese food anymore.
What?
So anyway, some business must have called here yesterday and volunteered, said, hey, we'll cook Howard's food, we'll deliver it and stuff. So Gorilla calls them back, and every other word out of his mouth was the F word. And he's talking, it's a new...
Yeah, I know.
No.
He can't articulate himself.
He's going, the F in other place didn't do the F in this.
I was pissed. The guy...
I don't want you ordering food from listeners.
Listen,
I don't
that's
want that.
fine.
I know where I want you to get the food. I will send Gary down there, who will now be in charge of my food.
But you gotta understand,
You're off it.
I
It was-
can't
you know
help
what
if
it
he
was?
puts butter in the rice.
It's the Peter principle. You rose...
Can't you check?
Watch Gary
Check
get
on
it
him.
done.
We're gonna
Watch
watch.
Gary get it
I would
done.
gladly sit there and watch him cook it. I swear.
Excuse me. Ralph, explain to him how to get it done. Here, listen to Ralph, and I'll show you why Ralph is valuable. I don't care what...
If it was up to me to do it, when he got it, I would open it up and check it and make sure it's right before you plop it down.
You would make it, check it if it's right.
Do you want me opening up your food and breathing all over it?
No, but you
All
could
right.
stand there while the guy prepares it. Let me see the rice. All you have to do all day is to please me. There's one thing you have to do to please me. Excuse me one second.
I gotta tell him.
No, excuse me.
He did it wrong. One day he actually ordered the exact same thing, which was perfect.
Right.
And he opened it up and he started eating it.
And I
He
stopped
knew it
right
was
away.
wrong,
Right.
And he gave it to you.
Right. He knew it was wrong and he gave it to me.
I stopped right away and I was eating it. I said, "This isn't what you want." And I went back and I came back to the office and said, "You don't like this, right?"
No,
you
no,
said,
no.
You said it tastes
listen,
good.
He
let
was
me tell you
already
something.
eating
I was
it.
already eating. I'm like a wolf when I get off the air. I got to eat something. I've talked for 5 hours straight. At that point, it's the wrong time to ask me.
I took 2 bites and I realized it wasn't.
So go
what you
back down
wanted.
and get a new one.
I would gladly do that. You were already eating it. You said this is too delicious.
Tell him how to do it, Ralph. Explain it to him again. Tell him how to do it. Explain it to him. Go to Ralph for advice. You'll be surprised. Ralph could help you. Ralph knows how to serve.
I've tried to actually a couple times. I've recommended what he do. And
But Grillo is in big trouble because listen, I've narrowed it down to one thing. Grillo has to pick up lunch.
And he can't even do that.
He can't get. So what am I going to use him for?
You wanted another place.
What?
It took a while to find a Chinese place that made it that early and that did what you wanted.
Gorilla. Explain to him.
Listen to me. When your boss has a problem, you want to make sure that you fix it.
Exactly.
Not that you spend 5 weeks fixing it.
You want lunch by 10 o'clock. Okay, not everybody starts cooking lunch at 10 o'clock. You gotta I understand
Wait, Ralph
what
is
you're
going to
trying
help
to
you.
say.
Ralph is going to help you.
I understand what you're
Listen
trying
to
to
Ralph.
say.
Ralph, go ahead. Help him.
there's a place that you know that he likes that I told you about.
And that place doesn't make lunch before 10:30.
Okay, 10 o'clock. So what you do is you call him up and you say, listen, I need the same thing every day for the next 6 years. I need the same thing. Can you get in? Can you? Because I'm sure they're there. Calm down. So they don't pick up the phone before 10.
What did I tell you
You
the
call
other
them
day?
at 2 o'clock.
Let me ask you
tell
something,
them
girl.
for
Never mind that.
tomorrow.
Didn't I tell you the other day that he should go
Excuse me.
personally and visit them?
Of course. Listen to me. How do buildings get built? Explain it to me. I'm going to ask you a question. How do buildings get built?
Well, I guess they have to design something through the architect.
Right.
And then they have to go to a construction company that can...
Right. Answer seriously. I'm asking you a
They
question.
have to go to a construction company that can
Everyone
build it.
complains I don't talk to them. Here, now I'm going to talk to you. How does a building get built? They go to architect, then they go to construction
And then they
company.
have to go to the city to get permits, and then they
Right.
have to go to a place to get material.
That he can do.
That you can do. All right,
Yeah.
so you could build the building.
You want
now,
the building? I
how
can
do
get the
movies get made? In a general sense.
I would say a script would have to be developed first, and then you have to pitch it to a movie company, and if they
Right.
like it, they would accept the script, and they would fund it, and then that company would also in turn get people to work for the movie.
All right, so let me explain something to you. So far, you've proven to me you can build a building and you can make movies, and yet you still don't know how to get lunch. Out of all the knowledge you have acquired.
How long have I been getting you lunch?
What?
3 years?
What?
3 years
Yeah,
I've
but
been getting you lunch.
I keep it the same. As soon as I change it, you go into a tailspin.
That's not my fault. When you get someone new to make you lunch, it's like you gotta make
You
sure
know what
they
I'm
know
gonna
how
do?
to do it.
I'm gonna go get my own lunch.
And not Gange, Gorilla.
Doesn't matter. They're
See,
interchangeable.
He doesn't understand.
I
that
do
he's
understand. I'm
supposed-
willing. I don't
Excuse
care.
me, I'm talking.
Yeah,
You're
and
supposed to make it your fault. See, when you
I
keep
know it's
saying
my
it's
fault.
not your fault, then you can give it away.
it's
You
my
keep
fault that I went down and
bringing
told the
him
guy no
wrong
butter.
lunch.
You don't know how to articulate what the lunch should be.
It's not
I want
my
you to
fault.
understand something. I want you to understand something. On the scale of problems in the world, it's not a big problem. You understand?
And I want to do a good job for you, and I want to get everything right.
The thing
for you,
is,
and
I'm trying
willing
to
go down.
incorporate you, make you a valuable employee.
And I've
I'm
been
trying to give
do
you
that
something
since
that
day
you
one.
could do that you would shine at. So I said, what could Gorilla shine at? I know, getting lunch.
And I've done it for
And,
3 years.
and by the way, I don't mean that in a demeaning way. I mean that I looked at your abilities. I looked over your resume again, and you can ask Kathy. I had to pull your letter that you sent us and the resume. I looked it over, and I said, what could my man Gorilla do? He's been very loyal. And I looked through the list of possibilities. I said, he's the man to get my lunch. All right?
That's
Okay?
fine. I accept
And
the
don't take it as a
responsibility.
negative. My
I
lunch is
do
very
not.
important to me.
I absolutely believe it's important, and I
And,
don't think it's a demeaning job.
Right. And now, I don't know, you're having trouble with it.
3 years.
So I'm going to go back. I'm going to read your letter again because I'm going to put Gary on lunch. I'm going to see if I can find something else for you to do. Could a mop fit by your buttocks? Maybe you could mop up.
The point is, I've done it for 3 years, and I'll still do it. And
All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Maybe today's lunch will go
There's
better.
nothing wrong with your willingness. It's just the execution that's a problem.
All right, listen. I hope that this has been a good lesson for the interns.
I don't think Gange learned anything. Well,
No,
No.
Gange didn't.
I've learned a lot.
Gange learned nothing.
You asked Gange to help you. I mean, listen. My assistant Laura couldn't believe it. She says, I said to him, hey, would you drive in? We'll pay for your parking, but once a week. I gotta think about it.
Oh, he was talking about this in the office yesterday. Yeah,
What was he saying?
He was going, well, they want me to, be delivery
They
boy
want- yeah,
and
and-
stuff.
and you know what they-
forth.
let me
When
tell you
did
something.
this discussion
Did
take
Kathy
place?
not say anything to you yesterday?
No.
In the office, yeah?
How would he
She
know
said
about it?
Congratulations.
What? And you said, well, I don't know. They want me to be a
No, I
delivery
said,
boy.
yeah, I have to think about it. I said I told him I was. I was
Let me ask you
thinking about
something.
it.
Can I ask you something? Let me tell you another thing, Gange. Why do you discuss my business with Kathy and
I
everyone
didn't.
else? How come he knows about it?
Someone else brought it up. I don't know.
How would someone else know about it?
I don't know. Somebody brought it up to me.
Oh, yeah? And how would they know about it?
I have no idea. I kept my mouth shut. Why would I tell anybody about it?
I don't know. Just keep my business quiet.
Of course I do. I never say anything.
But listen to the way he phrases it. They want me to be a delivery boy.
No,
Everything
but
is
not
beneath
my
you.
words.
Let me ask you
Everything.
something.
The one way I could think about this is if I had to take the train every day in,
Yeah.
and you said I will pay for your parking, you could drive in, I would be there in 2 seconds.
Of course. Listen to me, Kreskin. All right? Because you read people's minds so well. Let me tell you something. You do what you have to do, because you're out of my picture right now. What do? You have your job with me, you have that camera job, and you think you're in the world of television now. But remember, you're not in any world of television. You're in the world of Howard. That's
They
it.
always forget what world they're in.
You forget the world. I see him back there. He's hanging out with the E guys. He
You
thinks
always have to explain to them what
he
world
thinks
they're
he's in
in.
television somehow.
He did do a good job with Stuttering John's Tony and Tina's wedding.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he get Tony and Tina's feet, or he got the heads?
I think he got the head.
All right, very good.
And I got the
I'll look
Penny
that
Crone
over.
thing.
Good.
Come on, I'm
All
good.
right, good.
You never say when I'm good on the air. You always say when I'm bad.
When are your parents going to throw you another party? When will you do for that? That was a great party.
Why?
See,
you coming
they
this
have
time?
learned the art of complimenting Gange on absolutely nothing.
I know
No,
he
I
thinks
never
he's a
get
That's what he
hero.
complimented.
needs.
That was the first time in my whole
That's
life
what
I
he
was
needs.
complimented. My house.
His parents throw him a big party because he graduated at Delphi. I guarantee you, an
CW
Abe,
Post. Don't
and
say it.
CW Post, and Abe could graduate CW
With a
Post.
degree he can't use for anything.
Right.
They're giving him a huge party.
What degree did you get?
A BFA in Communication Arts.
A BFA.
Big fat ass. I knew that was coming.
Gange was born. His first duty, they threw a block party. His parents.
What is a BFA?
Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Bachelor
Oh,
of Fine Arts.
Ooh.
I didn't realize. Well, then I take everything back.
Finer Arts.
I didn't realize you were so qualified. All right, very good with your college degree. What is it, Fafafui? I must take a break
Okay,
here.
I just had Steve's original letter and original resume.
Wow.
His resume's all connected.
Well, let me look at Steve's resume. Maybe there's something I
Yeah,
can.
you can find something else for her.
Papa Flunky.
Look at this. Oh, he sent me his Hunter College.
Hunter.
Look at this. What is this? What is this? What did you send
Let me
here?
see.
That is an evaluation?
Oh no, that's not my resume.
That's your evaluation?
That's the thing that the school sends.
Please respond to the following statements by circling the appropriate number.
What is that?
Reliable in getting to work on time and keeping engagements. Always. Dependable in fulfilling assignments. I like this thing they have. Always, usually, sometimes, rarely, not observed. Well, he has all fours, which means always. Steve has been a great asset to the show. I can't give him a high enough grade. Oh, Gary gave him this grade.
Yes, that's
Oh.
Gary's evaluation of him.
Oh, I see.
Wait a second.
Just so you know, Howard, Grillo's a good kid, but in rare exceptions, everybody gets the highest grade just for showing up.
Right. Let's see. Here's Grillo's letter to me.
Oh, come on, man.
I am going to try to get right to the point.
And that's going to be difficult, apparently.
Can I have that, please?
My name is Steve Grillo. I'm 19 and attending my second semester at Hunter College. I have not declared a major yet, but I am leaning toward communications. I am writing, W-R-I-T-T-I-N-G, 2 T's. This letter, hoping you will feel my sincerity. S-I-N-C-E-R-E-T-Y.
Feel my sincerity.
I am an avid listener of the Howard Stern Show. I have already submitted a resume. I love the word resume. You know how you're supposed to put a little...
Accenting Q.
an accenting mark over the M or
Right.
the E? It's the E, I think it is
It's
in
the
resume.
E, yes.
Yeah. He put it over the U. He wasn't even close.
Ooh.
Resume. I can't read this. It's too painful.
Thank you.
Continue.
I didn't want to give you... This is why he's writing it. He writes it in hand, not
Yes.
type. I didn't want to give you some typed-up phony letter. I want to be straightforward with you. No bull. I am very interested in becoming a radio
He
broadcaster.
put no bull
No
in the
bull.
letter?
Yeah.
No bull.
I know that you just don't jump into a position like that. I know you have to start out at the bottom.
What position? Yours?
I don't know. What position were you looking for in radio?
Some type of internship.
I wake up every day listening to the show thinking about the experience, E-X-P-I-E-R-E-N-C-E,
Experience.
I could get from being an intern. Like I said before, I know I have to start out at the bottom, and what a better place to start out at the bottom than with the show that's on top.
Oh, boy.
I know I can tell you what a hardworking and devoted person I am, but I'm sure you hear that all the time. I'm also sure people are there just to say that they work for the Howard Stern Show. I'm not looking for fame right now. I'm looking to learn. I have this desire inside of me that eats at me every day.
Maybe it got your lunch, Howard.
Yeah, it ate my lunch. I'm sure you know how I feel. I know the sacrifices that have to be taken, and I'm more than willing to take them.
The sacrifices. The sacrifice is working with you.
I know. I know I'm going out on a limb to tell you this now. I've taken too much of your time already.
That was on line one.
Taking too much of your time.
No bull.
I feel I have to do this. when I first didn't get a response from when I submitted my first resume, I have to admit I was disappointed. I tried to put it out of my mind. Steve couldn't get a job for free. I tried to put it out of my mind, but I couldn't. Something inside of me keeps telling me not to give up.
It was eating me.
So I'm a dedicated person.
My only hope is this letter. I'm asking you to...
Wouldn't you be scared to hire this person?
We were. That's why we rejected him the first time. It was unbelievable.
I didn't send that. I sent.
We hired ex-cons instead of you.
At the first try.
First try, Basil got it. Did you have any trouble getting... Basil, what's on your lips, man?
What?
I don't
You're
know. They're
looking
all...
a little shiny today.
Yeah, what's all that... Is that chapstick?
Yeah.
Damn, it makes you look scarier than ever.
You're supposed to put it on your lips, not on your upper mouth.
Yeah, he's got it on his beard.
Yeah, it looks like a mustache, a
Dude,
chapstick
yeah.
mustache.
All right, thanks. A minstrel show. Hey, Mammy.
So it got me here, didn't it?
If I didn't work out, at least I know I've tried. Gary, I'm asking you one more thing. Please don't leave me hanging. Good or bad, I'd like to know what the story is, or I just may go crazy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's too late.
Even if you can't use me now, I would like to know. I'll be ready anytime. I can't tell you how much I would appreciate a call back or a letter as soon as possible. And there you are, and that's how you became the famous Steve *𝗲𝗏.
Hold back. Didn't Gary come to you and say we got no applications? We're gonna have to take that nut with the letter. Or
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh crap!
It's true.
It's true.
Jackie,
All right, but you're here.
eat me.
All right, everybody now can leave. I hope this has been some lesson. And Gange, don't worry about it. I won't pressure you anymore into anything. You're done with me.
Don't worry, there will be no more requests.
That's right. Grillo and Chris, and of course, Wacky
great
back
Basil.
there. The great Basil. Let's
Wingnut.
just
Can I just
keep
make a plea?
Yeah.
After my
He
8
doesn't
years of illustrious undergraduate work,
Yes.
can I please have a job at some point?
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something? What university do you go to?
I go to Columbia University.
Right. You blow all these guys out the door.
Yeah.
Columbia. What do you go, Chris?
I happen to go to
Community
community
college.
college, but that's not, I happen to think just because he goes to Columbia doesn't mean anything.
Well, that's a nice
calm
credential.
down, calm down.
It means a little bit. I mean, he got in, obviously. but-
Chris came up to me and complained about our sports program.
About Columbia's?
He goes, "Yeah, Columbia, nice football team." And I was like, "Community
Big
college,
deal.
nice life."
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man.
These two hate each other because each
Yeah.
About Columbia's?
He goes, "Yeah, Columbia, nice football team." And I was like, "Community
Big
college,
deal.
nice life."
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man.
These two hate each other because each
Yeah.
one thinks they're better than the other?
Same thing with Vic, too, all three.
I know, it's all three of you.
Where does Vic go to school?
I just don't
Chris, you think you've got a better academic credential than him?
I don't say academically. I mean, I'm sure just because of the school, it brings it down a little
I
bit.
think personally he thinks he's smart.
What do you go to community college?
What community college?
What community college do you go to?
Generic community college, just CC.
Pretty much.
What do you mean? It's just called community college?
No, it's Union County College.
Union County College? Are you going to argue academic credentials with this guy?
I could, I think.
Really?
I think that what Chris is saying, he
Grillo,
could have
show him the
gone,
application.
Wait,
he could have gone
so
anywhere.
that makes me less of a...
Hey, Chris, move over a little bit to this side so you don't block my camera.
But what
Here we
he's
go.
saying is he could have gone anywhere. He chose to go to community college.
Yeah, right. Oh, you mean Harvard called you, but you decided to go to community college?
Turned him down. I said, let me go to this 2-year school route.
How can you
Union
argue with
County's got a
Basil?
better high
How can you
school
argue
football
with
team
Basil?
reporting program?
How can you argue with Basil about
I'm not
college?
arguing, but when he thinks just... Well, he started first with, oh, you go here, and I go to Columbia. Well, I said, I'm not going to... I got to knock him down a
Who
little
started? Grillo, who started this whole thing?
He's always like he walks around with his nose in the air in the back. Yeah, you do. And they're just like,
And exhaling heavily.
yeah,
Right, he's always annoyed.
yeah.
Always annoyed. What is his stuttering guy?
bit. Here comes Curly.
Don't knock don't block my camera, please.
I'm trying not to. Chris and Stutter and Vic go at it all the time. It's pretty funny.
Is that right?
Yeah, Chris is very hostile towards most.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to prepare for you guys. I'm going to have Basil, Vic, and Chris play Jeopardy.
Yes, finally. Finally.
And I will decide who is the smartest.
If I could say,
I have been wanting this for a while.
if I could say, Basil's definitely the most non-confrontational intern we have.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I will.
That record will do that to you, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that criminal conviction will
Chris,
do
you
it.
can make somebody snap though any second.
And when Basil says that, watch out.
I tell you what I'll do.
Basil is a convict and got into Colombia. Chris, you should be ashamed of yourself.
She's saying that Basil has a criminal record and he's in Colombia.
Union County turned me away because of my record.
But boy, can those community college people play football.
Yeah, Basil, I mean,
Boy, the squash program at Union County kicks ass.
Chris, you can't argue academic credentials with a guy from Colombia.
But just
I wouldn't even dare do that.
When the two of us graduate, does that make him more qualified?
Yes.
Of course it does.
Of course it does, man.
If you guys go for the same job and I see Columbia and community
Union
college,
County?
you think I'm going to talk to the Columbia guy ahead of you?
I'll come in with a ball and chain and a community resume from Columbia, and you can come in a suit and a Union County piece of paper here.
Chris, you
My
really
diploma.
think that you got a better credential than him?
I'm not saying it's a better credential. I'm just saying you don't judge a person on just their academic.
What else
You
could you
judged me of being a convict the first minute I was in
That's
here.
not true. I was busting you. I
What
wasn't
else?
judging you on being a
But what else
convict.
would, if I was an employer and you guys didn't really have much work experience, what else would I judge you on? Except for your academic credential. You're both equally scary.
So he wins on that, I guess.
I
Right?
get you. I mean, you're both.
You're telling me you think an A from Union County is as good as an A from Columbia?
Well, honestly,
No,
I've never gotten one of those.
I'm not going to say that. No.
No?
But
Yeah, I mean, get with it.
I'm going to defend the college I go to. Though I'm not going to.
Don't even try.
All right.
It's community
How
college.
many in those troops? Two?
That's the 13th grade. Your SATs must have been ridiculous.
Why
they
are you
weren't
in
that bad.
community college?
What were your SATs?
I think you were 1050.
Really?
Yeah. Which isn't too
what
good.
did you have to take care of your mother or something?
Yeah, what happened? I mean, what happened? You couldn't get into any other school?
No, I got into a 4-year school and it didn't suit me. I was working
What
at the
was
time.
it? What was
oh,
the
God,
4
here
year-
we go.
Chris thought he was too good for the 4-year school.
I was walking around with a chip on my shoulder, my nose in the air.
All right,
What
all right,
was the
listen.
4-year school?
What's that?
What was the 4-year school?
It was Kane College, which is.
Oh, Kane College. Oh, why didn't you say so? You must have been an academic disaster.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This show wrecked my life, so.
They didn't have a very good basketball team. They went to Union County
Union County. And he argues with you?
all the time.
Alright, well, hey,
he'll just walk in. He'll just walk in the office, and I'll be sitting there doing articles, working.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I
And-
just walk in, nonchalant,
And
right?
Chris walks in.
He's all pissed.
So bad. Heard you on the air the other day.
What, my Scott? What are you doing?
Well, Chris gets upset because he's not on the air. I know you get really burned up when everyone else gets on the air but you.
No,
Heard I'm
it's not
talking
that.
about you, Baz. Baz.
All right, well, there you go. All right, we have to take a break.
Whew, what a mess.
All right, listen, I will have intern Jeopardy. We'll prove who's the best intern. Gange, there's no straightening you out. And Gorilla, I'm sorry I had to take away your lunch detail.
Why?
Well, see, I'll try and find something else for you to do around here.
eating at me.
All right.
Is there a safety net that Gorilla can't fall through?
I keep trying to find stuff for him to do.
You can't even get the heater on in the morning.
No. Well, then we gave him a job. You want to hear this? I got to just say this, then I'll break, I swear.
Oh, no.
So I said, okay, Gorilla's a failure at getting my lunch. So I said, okay,
Yes.
we give him an assignment. It's very cold in the back office. There's no heat back there. Because this company, by the way, is not doing very well, so they can't find a heating system.
Can't pay the bill.
Right. So it's very cold back there. So we got a space heater. So me and Ralph say to Gorilla, tell you what, put the space heater on
Before you get
before
in.
we get in, since he gets in first. Oh, okay, that I can do. No problem. There's no problem. All right. First day we get in there, what happens, Ralph?
It's not on.
Right. So we call Gorilla and we say, listen, the space heater is not on. He goes, I put it on. I turned it on. It wasn't on there.
No, that's
That mic doesn't work.
that was after the third, after 3 times of not turning it on. He's like, I turned it on, and we go inside, and it's not plugged in.
Yeah, he did turn it on, but he didn't check to see if it was
He didn't
plugged
know
in.
it wasn't
It
on?
was plugged
No.
in when I left. I didn't know.
Gorilla, see, your problem is you don't check your work. Like, you don't check the rice to make sure it's not oily. You don't check the heater to make sure it's on. You gotta check
I would
your
give you
work.
more important responsibilities. It's just I got to find one that you can do first, an easy one, and then once you do that, once you
Go
Chris,
check
what are
your
you
berry.
talking about?
What's that?
Your mouth is moving, but you're not saying anything.
Yeah,
Chris is really
he's
scared.
got a real. He's got a problem about thinking and talking at the same time.
I do?
His thoughts come out of his mouth all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
were just talking and nothing was coming out.
Yeah.
Check the camera.
Was I?
Yeah, you move your mouth like you're talking, and then you...
Howard, one time we're in the back, and I said, Chris, what did you say? He goes, nothing. I said, you said something. He goes,
Yeah,
I did not. I said, you said something. He goes, well, I was just thinking it. I didn't mean to say it.
I didn't say that. Maybe it was too early.
Somebody cover me. I'm going to try and get out of here. All right, listen. I love all you guys.
Yeah.
You're all great guys. Chris, you go talk to yourself. Basil, good luck with your convictions. Gorilla, I'll find something for you to do because you know what? Your heart's in the right place. I know you try. It's just it. And you know what? Putting on the heater, that's not that easy. I recognize that.
Sometimes you come in late, you're running around, and it's just like, if it's freezing back there, I make sure it's on.
Perfectly reasonable.
I'm always out. I'm always looking out for you,
It was too much.
man.
Now Ralph handles it. It's okay. We've taken care of it. You don't have to get the lunch, and you don't have to put on the heater. But I'm going to find something else for you to do. I swear, before you leave here, you are going to have something to do. Okay? Don't get nervous.
You know, there was something else.
He's trying to keep people off my...
Yeah, Gorilla, get away.
There was something else I asked him to do.
What was that?
You know how, like, at the end of the show...
You tell me to do it, because I don't like taking orders from them.
Go ahead.
See, that's it. If I ask...
What did you ask him to do? What did you ask him to do?
He doesn't understand. It's for you. To give you those wipes to, when we're done with the show, to wipe off your makeup.
Yeah, but that's hard for
all
him.
day.
That's hard for him.
And I said, you know, when you put down his lunch,
We try to give Ralph tried to come up with a job for Gorilla because Ralph likes Gorilla.
Yeah.
So he says, hey, Howard always forgets to take his makeup off. So why don't you hand him the wipes to take the makeup off?
When you're doing the lunch
I'm never
thing.
back there.
But he was back there with the lunch and it gets him confused.
No, I got like.
But now that I took you off the lunch, maybe you can hand me the wipes. All right?
You think you can do the wipes?
I got to give him something to do. He feels useless.
Have him start with the lights, maybe. Flip it on and off.
You want to flip the lights on?
Sure.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. You're in charge of the lights. One day, he brought in the wipes, and he plugged in the heater, and he ended up the wipes were in the rice. Got all confused with 3 jobs at once.
That's too much. That's
All
too
right,
much
listen.
responsibility.
Let's take a break. Everyone's obviously a little agitated. There's been a lot of critiquing going on. And we'll take a break. When we come back, listen, I'll get Intern Jeopardy together, and you guys can finally decide who's the best, okay? All right.
That'd be great.
Gorilla, don't worry. We'll find you something to do. All right?
You're not in Intern Jeopardy. Don't worry.
And you don't have to take part in that. Certainly Gange doesn't. He's a very big star.
I don't even know who to throw out a question to. Nobody. Who should I go to first?
I know, please.
Well, let's make it hard. Let's all split up so we can't get any of us.
Everyone get in there.
You're worried.
John, I don't know who to ask questions to, so you need to sort of,
What's the matter?
need to work the room.
Yeah, well, Chris, first of all,
Starts with me, as always.
exactly, why do you hate Basil?
I don't hate him, though. I like the guy.
Do you think that you're better, that you can perform duties better than him?
Duties where?
What?
Here?
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
You think you're better? I mean, because we got to find someone who's better.
You find some. I could do the best job possible.
Yeah, you think you can do better than Basil? I mean, if you two
He
were,
does a pretty good job.
what qualities do you have that Basil doesn't have?
I don't know. Today, I'll give you a good example.
What?
I'll give you a very good example. Today I came in, Basil was here reading a newspaper. Nobody else was here, and I saw the papers were over there.
Yeah.
Nobody had distributed them yet.
Chris, throw your cup away that's been sitting there all fucking freaking morning.
So the papers were there. I said, nobody distributed these first? Because I didn't even
First
see
of all, that's my job. No one asked you to do that. You're doing that, that's fine. But he doesn't have to do it, and you don't have to do it either. It's not one of you. It's not Basil's job, or it's not your
all
job.
morning. You came in, you sets his coffee cup down and grabs 2 orders and leaves.
So what are you trying to say? So, in other words, you would have done something with the papers that Basil didn't. You would have took the initiative.
I did, yeah. I took them around.
Basil,
Well, Robin was here already. She didn't have her papers.
Basil, what do you?
I was answering phones. I didn't see the paper. I didn't bring the papers up.
I don't know who brought them up. Probably Scott.
So you think you're more aggressive than? How about Gange? You guys think that you're?
Well, after what he was talking about, I don't think there's any doubt that. Ooh. Oh. No, I'm saying, but they should be able to do that job. If you don't want to go out to the house, why shouldn't somebody else do it? That's what, you know.
Wait.
Wait, so you're saying you're more aggressive than me? You would be doing more of these things that I've
I'm
done.
more aggressive than anybody here. I'm standing still. Everybody else is going backwards, I think. Ooh. Pretty much.
Tom, let me ask you. What do you think about this? About Gange? I mean, you being a boss. Do you think Gange is being irrational?
Yeah.
Do you? But Tom, you've known me for a long time. Have I ever Have I ever said no to anything?
I mean, I don't know this. I can't tell you the circumstances. I will tell you that if it were me and somebody came to me and said, hey, I'd like you to do this for me, and I was trying to work my way up, I'd just do it. No questions asked, especially if it wasn't going to cost me money.
But it was. I mean, you know, because
they were going to pay for your pay for your tolls, pay for your parking.
No, but that was because I said that.
I mean, that's fair.
That wasn't an offer.
That's
to me.
fair.
That was me saying, you know,
gas, tax, and tolls, whatever.
Right. I mean, I just wanted.
Gas is insignificant. I mean, tolls and your parking.
You know, because
when they covered you for that, then I just do it.
Right. I just don't want to be put out any money. That's all. I mean, that's my only thing. I mean, to do it is no problem, but to be put out monies because I'm already paying for my railroad, and I would have to continue to pay for that.
Do you buy a monthly or?
Yes, but I buy a monthly. But you know, I'd have to continue to pay for that, and plus being put out for gas and all the other stuff would still cost me extra money.
Probably buying the monthly and driving in 1 day a week than trying to.
Exactly.
It's a better deal for you to do the monthly ticket than buy a weekly ticket or a 4-day-a-week ticket, ticket and return trip and whatever.
Well, right, but you know what I mean. Like I had no qualms about doing it. The work is not the problem. It's just the losing. It's just losing the money.
I can handle. You know what? I can handle my own conversation.
I know, but I can tell you have something to say.
I don't need you to tell me that I have something to say, John.
Okay.
I have for nothing to say.
Hey, Scott, what did I do? You know what? First of all, Gange, you're going to be moving into the city, correct? So, what's he going to be coming in here anyway? What's the big deal coming in?
That's not the point. The point is he's in the city now, and it was fair for him to ask for his expenses
to be covered. That's all I want. That's all I want. I have no problem with doing the work. No problem with coming back and forth.
No, but they said, but Howard said that he covered your expenses.
No, that was my conversation.
And then you said, I'll think about it.
He reversed it.
Then you said, I'll think about it. So you still didn't say yeah after he would cover your expenses.
No, all I said is let me think of the expenses and let me think about it, and I'll tell you. I was definitely going to do it.
Yeah, let me think about it. No, let me think about it. It doesn't say I'll definitely do it. If you said to me, John, you want to go to the concert tonight, I'd say, well, let me think about it. That doesn't say I'm definitely going.
Okay. All right, so then I was wrong then, yes. Then I was wrong. I should have said, yes, I'll do it, but just let me think about my expenses. I should have said it that way. I said it the wrong way.
I didn't say I would.
That's what I did. Gange. What?
No, I'm shocked.
Might as well talk to me on camera.
I'm shocked at you. I can't get over you. I can't get over you. I've never seen a person blow more opportunities. You're good.
Thank you.
You're good at it.
Thank you. Is this your second chance?
It's my second chance. Maybe if I spoke Spanish, I can get a better job. See, this isn't my fault because Howard found we used to go to this Chinese food store. Howard found that hair. He doesn't want to go anymore. Now it's hard to find another store that's gonna, that will customize food. The fact that these stores are open now, they deal with a big lunch crowd. So they put all their food, they cook all their food in bulk. So they cook it one way. They don't want to specialize someone's lunch. So the fact that you got to ask them to do this, it's a pain to them. Last week, I tried this one place. I called them on the phone. They didn't want to be bothered, and twice they sent up the wrong order. So they're done. Now I know the chef in here. The chef is a good guy, but the only thing is, I told him I didn't want any grease, and he gave me the rice that was cooked with the grease. And this time, hopefully, he's just going to steam the rice with everything else, and we'll have this thing settled once and for all. Yesterday, there was a little problem with the rice. I know. The rice is a little greasy. You can steam the rice today. Steam the rice with everything else.
You got it.
Like I said yesterday, no grease.
You got it.
Steam chicken, steam rice with a lot of broccoli, a lot of carrots.
Tell Howard I'm sorry he got it today.
Okay.
Because I'm a good follower.
Okay. So make sure there's no grease. No problem. All right? There's no salt, no
Chicken over here, put the vegetables in there. I know you're going to make it up to him.
I believe you.
want to give the guy healthy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And if this is good, we'll do it every day.
No problem.
You can do this every day?
Tell him I'm going to charge him extra, though.
Okay. All the way up.
Tell him
No butter, no nothing, right?
Even 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍, tell him.
Is that chicken cooked?
Yep.
Ooh, pink. That doesn't mean it's not cooked.
No. Because it's not in others, you know? There you go, partner. All right, take care, guys.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You gotta be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's gonna be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, a show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a best-selling author, a pioneer in the world of radio. She's got one of the most recognizable and contagious laughs of all time. She is also known to masturbate with fruits and vegetables, have anal sex with complete strangers in a bathroom, and take hallucinogenic drugs while vacationing in third world countries. She is the inspiration for nearly every song parody that comes in on the show, and she's one of the few people I know who can challenge me in the boobs department. She is the queen of all media, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍.
That was one stranger.
Singular on the strangers. Fair enough. That's you've earned quite the intro. That's,
oh boy.
Well, we had a lot of people write in questions for you, so I'm just gonna jump into it.
All right.
First one comes in from Robin S. Robin asks, I'm curious to know where you envisioned your life taking you when you were back in high school. If you'd never begun working with Howard, what would you have wanted to do with your life career-wise, and how did you get hooked up with Howard?
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
I had no vision.
Really?
I was just hoping to stay alive. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of high school and go to college. I never had any idea of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, I'd watch TV and as a kid, I thought I wanted to be a doctor or something like that, and that's sort of how I wound up in nursing. But it took me years to figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. So I was 28 before I even got into broadcasting. So it wasn't like I had this idea. What would I be doing if I wasn't working with Howard? I'd still be in broadcasting because I had decided that's what I wanted to do. It just so happened that 8 months after I got into broadcasting, I was hired by the same station that Howard went to work for in Washington, and that's how we met.
Next question comes in from David S., also on Facebook. Who's your favorite whack packer, living or dead, and why?
Wow. I guess my favorite all-time whack packer was Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
I just enjoyed him. You know, I just thought he had so many talents, but was so miserable. And, you know, I just remember appearances where, you know, he'd be falling down drunk, almost asleep, but he'd be in a music trivia game or contest with someone, and he'd wake up and have the right answer.
Hank, the Thin White Duke.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, that's right.
Wow.
And Gary. David Bowie.
It was incredible.
That's amazing. Next question comes in from Nikki M., also on Facebook. Robin, who is your dream guest? A guest that you are dying to interview who has never been on the show?
You know, that's interesting because in the last few days, there have been people's names that have come up, and I say to myself, I wish they would be on the show.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to that person. And I suppose there's a long list of those people. Cher, Madonna.
Yeah.
A lot of people who, you know, actresses, Scarlett Johansson, you know, a lot of people that just won't do a show like this I'd love to talk to.
It's a shame they won't. It'd be such a great interview. Next one comes in from Andrea F. She asks, what makes a movie star a movie star? And why isn't Brad Pitt a movie star? Got a lot of flack over this Brad Pitt thing. Tell us more.
I'm still arguing with myself about Brad Pitt. I watched 𝗏𝗏 and Louise the other night, and, you know, that was basically where America discovered Brad Pitt. And I even thought after watching it again, I thought, you know what? I thought that guy was going to have a much bigger career. I think that Brad Pitt is one of those guys. He makes the kind of movies he likes.
Yeah.
Not the kind of movies we like. And that's my problem with Brad Pitt.
So it's the choice of movies. It's not the scope or the size of
I think
the
a real
movies.
movie star is someone who's thinking about his audience as well. Not an artist. An artist is different than a movie star.
Okay, so who would be a good example of a movie star?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He always thinks about, will this be fun for the audience to see? Would they like to see me in this kind of movie? He also occasionally goes off and does, you know, some of that artistic stuff. But for the most part, I mean, even the cameos he takes are, you know, very broad and things you wouldn't expect him to do, and it's exciting and surprising to see him when he does it.
So is there a percentage, like, you know, Cruise did Eyes Wide Shut, and maybe that was kind of a distraction from...
Yeah, but that was to work with
Kubrick.
And all of that stuff, so you can understand that.
So there's a small percentage of artsy films you can do as long as their mainstream ones are big blockbusters.
Mainstream, you're constantly thinking about, you know, I have an audience out there who likes to see me do this. And there's nothing wrong with somebody being artistic either. I just don't call them movie stars.
Okay, there you go. Next question, also from Mickey M. Have you ever had to deal with a crazed stalker fan? And if so, what were the circumstances?
I did, and I don't talk about it.
Oh, no. You got to tell us a little. Give us a little piece.
I had a long-time crazed fan. And it got to be kind of scary because we did all the wrong things. We did, you know, like they had never put out that, but, you know, when this was going on, we didn't have that list of things you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
And we did all of them.
Like
and,
what?
You know, having contact, you know, all the kinds of things that if you read a list of what not to do if somebody is stalking you, just realize we did them all. And then it became, you know, a situation where we had to do something legally to make it stop.
Did you feel in imminent danger? Like, was it that
I
kind of
felt
scary?
that other people might be in danger. I felt that that person was in danger.
That's terrifying. Brandon S. asks, Robin, do you ever regret having told any of the stories about your personal life over the course of the show's history, such as sexual experiences or coffee enemas?
I definitely regret the meats and
Understandably.
I still get angry because that was the one, you know, we started that contest before we left terrestrial radio. And Howard said, yeah, we're going to each reveal something that's really embarrassing. And he revealed that he had had a nose job. I'm like, give me a break. Everybody else went to the bank and you revealed you did something to make yourself look better. How embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing. Yeah. Next question's from Wilma G. She asks, Robin, how annoyed are you with Benji's bull?
I'm not so annoyed at Benji in general, but when you start to ask Benji questions and you realize he's weaving this web to try to keep you talking about him, that's when I get annoyed.
Understandably.
And I always want to say, let's end the conversation and go on to something else.
Do you buy any of the stuff he's doing right now with the wig and the nail polish and the makeup? I mean, do you think any of that is legitimately trying to look better, or is it just shtick?
I don't think that Benji could have thought of this on his own.
Okay, so there's a team of masterminds. Or you think she's a mastermind?
Yeah, I don't think he would ever put on eyeliner. You know, I mean, we've known him for how many years, and that never happened. He might dress up as something.
Right. And do you think she's masterminding it to get the on-air attention, or because she really thinks that looks better?
I'm beginning to lean toward on-air attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because at first it just seemed like this was their personal thing, but when he came in the other day and stood up and he had hair and a black beard and eye makeup and black fingernails, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to say I'm more handsome.
Next question is from Twitter. At River Road Flip asks, Robin, are you planning on going on any more spiritual trips and becoming absurdly high?
I don't know about becoming absurdly high.
Now, you will receive with these rocks, special rocks, the energy, new energy.
But I'm going to Bali for this next break, and you know, that's sort of that eat, pray, love kind of destination, and I haven't, you know, made any plans to go to any spiritual things, but I'll see what's there.
That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Danny V. Danny asks, are we ever going to see your boobs?
No.
No, never?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Go ahead, take your jacket off real quick.
There it is!
Oh, I missed it!
Next question is from Cindy W. Cindy asks, are you being authentic when you laugh at everything Howard says?
Yes, I don't fake laugh.
You're just a happy person.
I do, and a lot of times when people meet me in person, they say, oh, you do laugh all the time. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I'm looking for the fun.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish more people laughed all the time.
I do too.
I'm getting out of here. Had it with all of you. That's such a scream. You guys are why is that funny? Fred, what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Weird reaction, right? This is odd, isn't it? Am I in the middle of something odd?
You know, I mean, we all get a little crazy about things sometimes. This is one of those moments I'm not sure.
Is Robin nuts right now? Or am I misreading this? Is this funny?
To put it simply, yes, she's nuts right now.
Okay. You need help.
Well, I want to thank Robin for taking the time to sit down and answer all the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook, you can email, you can send video submissions and actually be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, Robin.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Good, I did too.
Okay.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, a show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whackpackers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a best-selling author, a pioneer in the world of radio. She's got one of the most recognizable and contagious laughs of all time. She is also known to masturbate with fruits and vegetables, have anal sex with complete strangers in a bathroom, and take hallucinogenic drugs while vacationing in third world countries. She is the inspiration for nearly every song parody that comes in on the show, and she's one of the few people I know who can challenge me in the boobs department. She is the queen of all media, Robin 𝗪𝗱.
That was one stranger.
Singular on the strangers. Fair enough. That's you've earned quite the intro. That's,
oh boy.
Well, we had a lot of people writing questions for you, so I'm just gonna jump into it.
All right.
First one comes in from Robin S. Robin asks, I'm curious to know where you envisioned your life taking you when you were back in high school. If you'd never begun working with Howard, what would you have wanted to do with your life career-wise? And how did you get hooked up with Howard?
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
I had no vision.
Really?
I was just hoping to stay alive. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of high school and go to college. I never had any idea of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, I'd watch TV, and as a kid, I thought I wanted to be a doctor or something like that, and that's sort of how I wound up in nursing. But it took me years to figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. So I was 28 before I even got into broadcasting. So it wasn't like I had this idea. What would I be doing if I wasn't working with Howard? I'd still be in broadcasting because I had decided that's what I wanted to do. It just so happened that 8 months after I got into broadcasting, I was hired by the same station that Howard went to work for in Washington, and that's how we met.
Next question comes in from David S., also on Facebook. Who's your favorite whack-packer, living or dead, and why?
Wow. I guess my favorite all-time whack-packer was Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
I just enjoyed him. You know, I just thought he had so many talents, but was so miserable. And, you know, I just remember appearances where, you know, he'd be falling down drunk, almost asleep, but he'd be in a music trivia game or contest with someone, and he'd wake up and have the right answer.
Hank, the Thin White Duke.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, that's right. Wow. And Gary. David Bowie.
It was incredible.
That's amazing. Next question comes in from Mickey M., also on Facebook. Robin, who is your dream guest? A guest that you are dying to interview who has never been on the show?
You know, that's interesting because in the last few days, there have been people's names that have come up, and I say to myself, I wish they would be on the show.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to that person. And I suppose there's a long list of those people. Cher, Madonna.
Yeah.
A lot of people who, you know, actresses, Scarlett Johansson, you know, a lot of people that just won't do a show like this I'd love to talk to.
It's a shame they won't. It'd be such a great interview. Next one comes in from Andrea F. She asks, what makes a movie star a movie star? And why isn't Brad Pitt a movie star? Got a lot of flack over this Brad Pitt thing. Tell us more.
I'm still arguing with myself about Brad Pitt. I watched 𝗏𝗏 and Louise the other night, and, you know, that was basically where America discovered Brad Pitt. And I even thought after watching it again, I thought, you know what? I thought that guy was going to have a much bigger career. I think that Brad Pitt is one of those guys. He makes the kind of movies he likes.
Yeah.
Not the kind of movies we like. And that's my problem with Brad Pitt.
So it's the choice of movies. It's not the scope or the size of movies.
I think of a real movie star as someone who's thinking about his audience as well. Not an artist. An artist is different than a movie star.
Okay, so who would be a good example of a movie star?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He always thinks about, will this be fun for the audience to see? Would they like to see me in this kind of movie? He also occasionally goes off and does, you know, some of that artistic stuff. But for the most part, I mean, even the cameos he takes are, you know, very broad and things you wouldn't expect him to do, and it's exciting and surprising to see him when he does it.
So is there a percentage, like, you know, Cruise did Eyes Wide Shut, and maybe that was kind of a distraction from...
Yeah, but that was to work with
Kubrick.
and all of that stuff, so you can understand that.
So there's a small percentage of artsy films you can do as long as your mainstream ones are big blockbusters.
You're constantly thinking about, you know, I have an audience out there who likes to see me do this. And there's nothing wrong with somebody being artistic either. I just don't call them movie stars.
Okay, there you go. Next question, also from Mickey M. Have you ever had to deal with a crazed stalker fan? And if so, what were the circumstances?
I did, and I don't talk about it.
Oh, no. You got to tell us a little. Give us a little piece.
I had a long-time crazed fan. And it got to be kind of scary because we did all the wrong things. We did, you know, like they had never put out that, but, you know, when this was going on, we didn't have that list of things you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
And we did all of them.
Like what?
You know, having contact, all the kinds of things that if you read a list of what not to do if somebody is stalking you, just realize we did them all. And then it became, a situation where we had to do something legally to make it stop.
Did you feel in imminent danger? Like, was it that
I
kind of scary?
felt that other people might be in danger. I felt that that person was in danger.
That's terrifying. Brandon S. asks, Robin, do you ever regret having told any of the stories about your personal life over the course of the show's history, such as sexual experiences or coffee enemas?
I definitely regret the meats and
Understandably.
I still get angry because that was the one, we started that contest before we left terrestrial radio. And Howard said, we're going to each reveal something that's really embarrassing. And he revealed that he had a nose job. I'm like, give me a break. Everybody else went to the bank and you revealed you did something to make yourself look better. How embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing. Yeah. Next question's from 𝗦𝗵cie. She asks, Robin, how annoyed are you with Benji's bullshit?
I'm not so annoyed at Benji in general, but when you start to ask Benji questions and you realize he's weaving this web to try to keep you talking about him, that's when I get annoyed.
Understandably.
And I always want to say, let's end the conversation and go on to something else.
Do you buy any of the stuff he's doing right now with the wig and the nail polish and the makeup? I mean, do you think any of that is legitimately trying to look better, or is it just shtick?
I don't think that Benji could have thought of this on his own.
Okay, so there's a team of masterminds.
Would
or you think she's a mastermind?
Yeah, I don't think he would ever put on eyeliner. We've known him for how many years, and that never happened. He might dress up as something.
Right. And do you think she's masterminding it to get the on-air attention, or because she really thinks that looks better?
I'm beginning to lean toward on-air attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because at first it just seemed like this was their personal thing, but when he came in the other day and stood up and he had hair and a black beard and eye makeup and black fingernails, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to say I'm more handsome.
Next question is from Twitter. At River Road Flip asks, Robin, are you planning on going on any more spiritual trips and becoming absurdly high?
I don't know about becoming absurdly high.
Now, you will receive with these rocks, special rocks, the energy, new energy.
But I'm going to Bali for this next break, and that's sort of that eat, pray, love kind of destination. And I haven't, made any plans to go to any spiritual things, but I'll see what's there.
That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Danny V. Danny asks, are we ever going to see your boobs?
No.
No, never?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Go ahead, take your jacket off real quick.
There it is!
Oh, I missed it!
Next question is from Cindy W. Cindy asks, are you being authentic when you laugh at everything Howard says?
Yes, I don't fake laugh.
You're just a happy person.
I do, and a lot of times when people meet me in person, they say, oh, you do laugh all the time. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I'm looking for the fun.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish more people laughed all the time.
I do too.
I'm getting out of here. Pat it with all of you. That's such a scream. You guys are... Why is that funny? Fred, what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Weird reaction, right? This is odd, isn't it? Am I in the middle of something odd?
We all get a little crazy about things sometimes. This is one of those moments I'm not sure.
Is Robin nuts right now? Or am I misreading this? Is this funny?
To put it simply, yes, she's nuts, Fred.
Okay. You need help.
Well, I want to thank Robin for taking the time to sit down and answer all the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook, you can email, you can send video submissions and actually be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, Robin.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Good, I did too.
Okay.
Hey, Gary, how does this work? Like, how do we coordinate getting Nick Cannon on our show?
Him right now.
Okay. So don't curse because we'll be on his air. And
Right.
yeah.
You have to remember the rules of terrestrial radio.
Yes. They're barely in my memory bank, but...
Well, this is good practice
Yeah.
because you're going back to
yes.
the world of terrestrial.
Yeah. Can't say the F word, nothing. Yeah.
It's going to be line 19. He's picking you up in about 15 seconds. They're probably coming out of a commercial or something.
Beautiful. Nice job. I don't know how long he can talk because he's, oh, there we go.
They have their breaks.
Water that I have to
Nick.
drink throughout the day, though. So how do I say this? I gotta go to the bathroom a lot. But I'm also excited because right now I get the opportunity to talk to one of my new coworkers.
Are you a little nervous about having him as a coworker?
Nah. Oh, man,
He's very opinionated, Nick Cannon.
Mr. Howard Stern.
How are you, Nick?
I believe I have a love-hate relationship with this man.
Let me see.
I've always been a fan. I mean, I'm a radio fan. So.
Right.
If you're a radio fan, you're definitely going to be a fan of Howard Stern. But then, in the past, we've had our differences and opinions about tons of things. And but I have nothing but the utmost respect for this man, and I look forward to it. And like the judge he replaced, Piers Morgan, I always had beef with him, and it was a real relationship. Sometimes we agreed on stuff. Most of the time we didn't, and it made for good television, it made for a good relationship. So being two grown men, I believe we'll have lots of things to talk about, and I think we'll make good television.
Yes.
And I think, I think our differences will kind of come.
I can't get a word in.
Does he know we're here?
I can't wait to watch. And the good news is, thanks to Howard, we can thank him for having you in New York every single day.
I really appreciate Mr. Stern because I get to be at home with my family in New York because he's such a big dog. He got them to pay him millions and millions of dollars and move the whole damn show to his neck of the woods.
That's right.
So that's hot. Wait, he actually supposed to call
I'm here
right now. So we're waiting to get him on the phone.
I'm here.
We got him?
We got him? All right.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning. Now,
this is such an honor.
A pleasure to be on your show, and I'm saying welcome back. I know that you were ill.
Yes, this is my first day back, man. So you're my first guest of the new year.
And let me say, I am excited to be on your show because, after all, you're on my old radio station.
Yes. I am, and terrestrial radio is treating me very well. I hope satellite is treating you as well.
Well, let me remind you that, first of all, you can curse on our show. We can't curse on your show. So for purposes of this discussion, go ahead. You can say whatever you want, but I'll be cool with you.
Seriously, you are so intelligent with that, and I want to commend you because I know everybody's all worried about what you're going to do on television like you're not a professional, like they didn't know you've been doing this for 35 damn years. So
no, my philosophy with America's Got Talent, and you know this, that I am a fan of the show. I'm a fan of you on the show. I was very worried when you were ill. I got nervous, but I feel now it was correct me if I'm wrong, but I just read that you had kidney stones, not kidney failure.
No, see, this is the thing. I was telling a story a little earlier. They originally thought like I had acute mountain sickness because I was in Aspen, and then I did all these tests, and then they were like, oh, it's just kidney stones. Then they were like, no, we didn't find any stones, and they thought it was a kidney infection, and it was a lot more serious, and they found out that my kidneys weren't functioning well. We didn't want to say kidney failure because when people think kidney failure, they think, uh-oh, I got to go get new kidneys and it's Gary Coleman and all of that stuff. So we didn't want to go there, so we said mild kidney failure.
Are you all right?
I am. I got a couple more procedures I got to go do and everything, but I'm good. I'm back. I'm feeling 100%.
Has anyone spoken to you about your lifestyle? In the sense, I read about you, and I've spoken.
I tell them all the time.
Yeah, I've spoken to some of the people at America's Got Talent about you, and I said, you know, I really do like Nick as the host, and I want him as the host. I said, what is?
They probably would have fired me if you said.
No, they describe that you are a guy who carries a pillow around with him and catches like 5 minutes of sleep here and there.
Yes,
and why the mad drive? In other words, you've got America's Got Talent, you've got the radio show. Between those two things, that's a pretty busy life, and now you have twins, and you know you got a whole thing going.
Right.
Why are you grabbing it so much? You're gonna kill yourself, and I mean that seriously.
I know that now, Howard, and I actually, you know, I was always saying, you know, the harder you work, the more, you know, you can accomplish. I was always taught that, but because of this situation, I definitely know that I don't need to go too hard. I don't need to, you know.
Well, what will you cut back on? In other words, you're going to do America's Got Talent. You got to do that. And the radio show you're committed to.
Yes. So it's more about just my way of living. You know, I was doing that. I was DJing, stand-up comedy, like still trying to run a couple companies. So it's really just about taking time. And
so what are you going to cut out? You know what I would cut out? Parenthood. Why don't you just...
now.
Don't see the kids.
That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. So I'm not cutting that out, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you can give me some tips on how to juggle that whole thing.
You are juggling more than any guy. You know, it's a funny thing with you. I mean, a lot of people probably say to themselves, me included, he's married to Mariah Carey. The woman has more money than God. You really could sit back and relax. So I admire your work ethic. In other words, you're not sitting there going, hey, you know, Mariah Carey can support me. You're not saying that.
I would be a punk if I did that.
Right. I admire that. I admire that. But to take on 20 jobs, a lot of my Jamaican friends will do this. They take on 20 jobs. But
now, Howard, you're his new coworker, and he gave me a hard time because I emailed him when he was in the hospital.
He
did you
reach
call
out
him?
Not one damn time.
Did Howard call him?
I'm a fan of the Stern Show.
How would I call him?
He was concerned.
Did you call him and say, Nick,
I don't know. I don't have any relationship with Nick. I mean, I expect that we'll form one when we work together.
Right.
Now, tell me what the schedule...
Robin, let's ask Robin. Robin, if Howard Stern went into the hospital for over 2 weeks for almost a fatal situation, wouldn't you at least call him?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be there.
Robin! Oh, my goodness, girl, have my God, that guy emailed him. He needs his rest. He never.
Oh, that's cruel.
Him in the hospital.
People say I'm cold. You're cold.
I'd be there sleeping on the floor.
Robin would be straddling me.
My wife.
I'd become his nurse.
Robin would be straddling me if I was in the hospital with a.
Hey, Mariah, is it okay if I straddle you in the hospital?
Yes.
You know she gonna whoop your ass.
No, she knows I'm joking. Robin said it, not me.
By the way, you know, now that I'm on this America's Got Talent, there was a tabloid report where they were saying I tweeted out a terrible thing about Mariah Carey, and we're having this whole war. And I just want to go on record in front of Nick and say I never have done that. I don't
Never
even
said whatever they quoted him as saying.
Oh, I said it. I never called Mariah Carey a bitch. I don't know where that came from. I don't talk that way.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I remember what it was because when when I first started this show, because obviously you used to be on this frequency, and
yes,
you said that if I was going to be successful here, I was going to have to talk about certain things, and we got a little lewd, and you know. And we went there, and then I think at the time you had seen a video or a picture of my wife where you thought she had put on some weight, and I thought that was very rude and disrespectful. So as
probably was.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm going to have to whoop Howard Stern's ass when I see him.
Listen, I'm ready to take my whooping.
Well, now my kidneys ain't working right, so I got to get back in shape.
He's ready to take you on now.
Are you kidding? Yeah, as long as you're ill, I can take you on. I might be able to last 5 minutes in the fight if you are sick.
Yeah, you got to let me get back in shape. I still need a couple more.
I understand. I'm not letting you get back in shape. But Nick, you know, listen, I am looking forward to this. I have so many questions. I mean, I don't even understand the schedule when we're going to probably meet in Los Angeles. I guess is our first time when we go to do the initial show, the tapings.
Right. I was actually having questions for you. I mean, we have the Howard TV guys here. And I was asking them, like, are they traveling with you, or are we doing? Because sometimes our shows are going to be, like, in the middle of the week. And I know I got to get up early as hell to do my radio show, especially on the West Coast.
No, I worked out my schedule that I'm taking off the weeks that we travel, you know, or taking off at least a few days.
I need your agent. I know.
Well, because I don't want to end up with kidney failure.
Right.
Exactly.
I could not, I'll go on record, I could not do your schedule and have the pressures of 2 young children at home. I don't know how you're doing it.
And we didn't even talk about the sitcom.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And you know, to me, you know, I can't wait to ask you stuff like when you and Mariah, because she's so famous.
Right.
When you guys go and buy a house.
Uh-huh.
Like, how do you work out? Do you pay, do you guys have an arrangement where you each pay half?
It all depends. It depends, like in New York, that's her house.
Right.
I stay in her apartment. But in L.A., where, you know, I'm originally from the West Coast, you know, we split the bills, and, you know, that's the thing, like, I'm looking forward, I want to buy an East Coast home for our family now, personally.
But Nick, is it awkward? But Nick, is that seriously awkward? Because like all of a sudden you get the gas bill or something, and you turn and go, well, I paid half, you pay half, and I mean, to me, it is one relationship, and that apartment should be yours. You know what I mean?
That house. You know how much that apartment costs?
How does that all work? I got to know. I mean, I want to break this down.
I'm sure he had to sign like a major prenup.
Did you?
Absolutely. Why? I mean, we talked about this on the show before with Sarah Lee and I. I believe when 2 people come into a relationship, I mean, I had a little bit of paper. I wasn't broke. I wasn't.
Right.
You know.
No, I mean, you make a good living.
Yeah, so I came in with what I had, and, you know, and she came in with what she had, and it was like, you know, if in case I don't believe in divorce.
Right.
If it did happen,
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we would do what we would have to do.
He keeps working like that. It's going to happen.
Nah, because I work hard at home first. I'm daddy and husband first.
When are you ever home, though? When are you? When is Nick ever home? Nick, when are you ever home? You're barely home.
I have been home recently.
In the bed.
Well, yeah, because you're ill.
No, honestly, honestly, we travel together. I mean, it's actually been really beautiful. I mean,
How often am I going to hang with Mariah? Like, what? Like, I assume.
Does she come to the set?
Show, though. Never.
She never comes to the set?
She performed the first season I got there and hung out a couple of times, and she was like, all right, I'm over it. I'll watch it from home.
Yeah, but wait a second. You put in long days, right? I mean, when they do these tapings in San Francisco.
Are you ready for these days, Howard?
No.
I told you how long these days are.
Do you want to know the truth? They lied to me when they hired me.
They didn't tell you about them 16-hour days, huh?
No, because they said I'm on the phone with them making arrangements, and they had originally told me that on these taping days you work from like 11 in the morning till about 7 at night. So I said, oh, okay, I can deal with that. You know, it's hard for me because I get up so early. I wish they could start at 6 in the morning. You know, but then so then the other day I'm in a conversation and they go, oh, did anyone tell you about the grueling days? I go, what grueling days?
What grueling days?
They go,
Nobody mentioned it.
Long, grueling days. I'm going to tell you all about it. Matter of fact, I mean, we got these things over here called commercials, Howard. We go.
No, you don't need to do. You can take. Listen, this is special.
Commercial. We'll be back with more.
No, Nick.
Maybe he can continue to talk to us.
Can you continue talking to us?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. All right.
I'll be
Okay.
back on 92.3 now, but I'm still rocking with Sir. So what's next?
Hey, Nick.
I'm still here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, all right. I couldn't hear you.
I can't hear him, though.
You're telling me.
Yo.
Okay, you there with me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's echoing for some reason.
Probably because we got some strange kind of feedback. I apologize for that, sir.
What are you saying? It's 11 o'clock in the morning. You start taping, and then it goes to like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So sometimes we start like 11, at least 11 to 11, 11 to 11, like 3 days in a row.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're going to have a judge sitting there sleeping. I'm going to be. I'm going to be sleeping.
15-minute tea breaks because, like, Sharon's British and stuff. So, like...
No wonder you carry around a pillow. No wonder you carry around a pillow. My God. I'm going to share your pillow.
So are there long breaks, though, during, because Howard thought that there's... you need time to set up, and there's lots of sitting in your trailer.
No, there's no trade. Like when we do, especially the audition days, they just fun. It's like you have to sit through like 200 people.
Oh my God.
Doing ridiculousness.
I'm not going to have much patience for that.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I cannot wait to see. Because that was the thing about Piers Morgan. He did Piers was a diva. I'll put it out there. Like he would like walk off and be upset and be like, "You're wasting my." Especially when the CNN stuff came up, you're like, wasting my time.
Right. Well, I watched that and it felt kind of false to me, that the whole rivalry between him and Howie and all of that.
Yeah, that stuff was a little put on, but like Piers showing up when he wanted to and mad that we were there all day, and like he did that. So I could only imagine. Like I know you're not gonna go for that.
That's what I heard. I heard that like Piers would actually go up and tape some stuff for CNN between the acts and then walk off and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna. Listen, I'm there to work. I even told these guys, there's no nonsense. I'm walking in. I'm not making the show about myself. I'm there to give you my opinion on these acts, and that's it. I'm not going to walk in.
The beautiful thing, though, you have already established the fear of God in everyone over there.
I know.
I'm just going to ride with you.
But why is Mariah never coming by to, hang with you at work? I mean, you're putting in these long days. Why doesn't she come by and, I can hang out with her while you're working? I can, hang out in my trailer with her.
You're going to be working, too. But, no, honestly, well, because in the cities when we travel, obviously because we're traveling, but once when I was in L.A., she would be in New York a lot of times. So maybe now that since you moved the show to New York, we might be able to get a Mariah Carey appearance.
Now, you're happy about the show moving to New York because now how were you doing the radio show? You would get up at 1 in the morning and start at 3 in the morning?
This was the craziest thing ever. Like I'm so grateful and thankful for you, especially during the live shows when they were in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because what would happen, I would finish my radio show at about 7 a.m. I would have, you have to do a couple of things afterwards. Maybe I have to do my countdown show or something. So I'd get to the set directly from my radio show by 9:30, 10, do the whole hair, wardrobe thing, be on set from 10 all the way to about 8, 9 at night, because you got to do, as the host, I got to do rehearsals and talk with the acts and all of that, and then you do the live show, which you don't have to come into till about 4 or 5, but I'm there the whole time, and then I'd go straight back to my radio show, so I wouldn't go home or anything. I would lose 20 pounds every summer.
Oh, my God. I mean, I am amazed by this schedule, and your life becomes a burden and a holy hell, right?
Yeah, so I'm grateful for you. You have saved my family and my life.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's got to affect a marriage. When I don't see my wife for a while, it gets weird. You know what I mean? If you're working those amount of hours and you're coming home grumpy, there's no friggin' way you can hold on to a marriage.
Well, the beautiful thing, how it usually works, like I said, Mariah normally would be on the East Coast, and America's Got Talent is only the first part of the week. So the second part of the week, I would go back to New York, and it would just be us. So,
and then when you would go back to New York, you're busy trying to catch up on sleep, right?
Well, that's where the good times happen, Howard.
Not really. I mean, you got to be exhausted.
Nah, come on, man. I'm still young and very viral. I get it in.
By the way, when you got married,
yes,
you gave up an incredible sex life. This guy, Nick...
What are you talking about?
He has dated, the laundry list of women he's dated.
Your research.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable.
I didn't know he was up to all that.
Nick, talk about, first of all, when he married Mariah Carey, he was engaged for, he was going out with her for 6 weeks, and then he got engaged.
I know. I remember the televised engagement.
Right. Do you think that was a craziness, Nick, to get engaged that quick?
I'm sorry. What was the last thing?
Was that craziness, getting engaged that quick? 6 weeks.
Absolutely. I mean, celebrities, we're a little crazy. Do crazy, impulsive things, but I had always been a huge Mariah Carey fan, and it was like a love at first sight thing, and we just hit it off. We said, let's rock with it. Let's see what happens.
But you got engaged to this Victoria's Secret model after knowing her for 6 weeks as well. It's a pattern.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, where you asked her to marry you on TV.
Right.
Yeah, but that wasn't 6 weeks. Wasn't that a little long?
No, it was you proposed on a Times Square jumbotron 6 weeks after meeting the Victoria's Secret model, Salida Eban.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Victoria's Secret model.
Hey, you're a man. You got to do it.
Exactly. I think I'm in love with being in love. I'm one of those hopeless romantics. So.
Do you miss that?
Nah, not anymore. I mean, I got my soulmate, the dream girl that I've always ever wanted. I don't feel like there's anyone I could go up from Mariah Carey.
That's perfect.
I've been in love with her since I was a kid.
Do you guys ever make love and have her music on the turntable?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Would she ever sing to you during sex?
Yes.
I would love that.
Oh, my goodness.
See, I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
You're saying Mariah will start to sing.
Married to Mariah Carey.
And Mariah will start to sing during your sexual activities.
When I'm doing a good job.
Good Lord.
Does she sing a new song?
Does she sing Hero or she writes something spontaneously?
Yo, I ain't got hero yet.
You're working your way up to hero.
Exactly. I need to put in some more work. So, all right, I think we get ready. We can come back on my show right now.
Good.
Too,
All right. All right. Go ahead.
I mean,
I like this.
This is good. This is like double rate. Have you? I mean, in all your 30-some-odd years of radio, have you ever done this before?
Nick, I've done it all.
I know you have.
Yes. No, I've done this.
I'm a huge fan of the show too. Right?
Thank you. No, I love that. And by the way, when you got ill, I seriously debated not doing the show because I said if he isn't the host,
he needed you.
I
He
said
that.
I need this guy to get better. You do an excellent job.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I mean, I know you always made fun of me, like, what do you always say? I say, America have voted.
Yes.
I'll put on my black voice.
Well, you put on a little bit of street for me, but because I know you. You've been in show business since what, like 9?
Not 9. Well, I've been doing stand-up since I was probably like 15.
And your dad is a TV like a televangelist, right?
Yeah, he started like in North Carolina. He was a public access dude.
And he would go on TV and preach the gospel?
He preached the gospel, and he would let me open up with and do like a couple of Jesus jokes before he went on and stuff, and that kind of started my whole career.
Are you close with him?
Yeah, absolutely. My pop, and he's still doing his thing. He does the circuit. He does evangelical work and all that type of stuff.
Are you a real believer?
Absolutely.
Here we go. We're coming back. We're coming back, Howard.
Speaking of believing, we coming in live now.
We're still entering up. We're
92.3 now, rolling with Nick Cannon, and I am on the air live.
Well, let me recap.
Howard Stern, thank you for being on my show and allowing me to be on your show.
Nick, let me recap. We've been on my radio show while you've been in commercial. Let me review what I've learned during the commercial. All right, number 1. This was amazing. Mariah Carey sings to Nick during lovemaking.
Yeah. Only when I'm doing it well.
She has never.
Not hero yet.
He's working his way up to hero. Which is the real, creme de la creme of lovemaking.
Exactly.
People don't know this about you, but you lost your virginity when you were 13 years old.
Yes, I did. I mean, my listeners know that because I talk about it all the time, about how, I cried. The girl made fun of me. It was the worst ever. And
made fun of you because you were bad at it.
Yes, I was horrible at it. She said it was actually at church. We were just talking about me being the son of a preacher man, and it happened at a church lock-in, and everyone laughed at me.
Horrible.
And from that day, I vowed no one would ever make fun of the canon.
So when you
a church lock-in, what's that?
What is a church lock-in? That sounds horrible.
Church lock-in is
no.
No.
When you live in an urban community, like there's a lot of stuff going on at night, so they try to keep all the youth in the late night. So they have these things where, like in the gymnasium, it's like a lock-in where they. Have like games and stuff. It's supposed to be like you play like Jesus games. And
no wonder you don't want to stay home.
Having sex and stuff at church.
Right. So this was an effort to keep you harnessed.
Yes.
Right. And so they locked you up. So one would think you hate religion because your parents were so involved in it and they pushed you into it and then they locked you up and kept you tame. You would think.
Not really. I don't say, because you know what? I'm more of a spiritual person now, especially, going through what I just went through with my health and everything. But I've always had a strong foundation in spirituality. I think religion, especially like the business of religion, is horrible. And I've actually seen every aspect or a lot of aspects of it. So I kind of go the other way with that. But
do you say that to your father?
Yeah, absolutely.
You said to him, Dad, I don't like the whole you going on TV, raising money, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. We have this debate a lot, all the time. About a lot of ministers that have been, close to our family for a long time. I'm not into the business of selling God.
Does your family hit you up for money all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you supporting your parents?
Nah. Like I said, my dad and my mother, honestly, both of my parents have accounting degrees, so
right.
That's actually helped and hurt.
So who's hitting you up for money? Your cousins and all that stuff?
I got 4 younger brothers that just some old thugs.
So you have to send them money.
Yeah, I mean, well, now I employ them. I have them work for, a couple of my companies and do different things. And, they working, doing their thing. A couple of them trying to entertain and stuff. But
are you resentful of that?
Nah, not at all. They're my younger brothers, so I'm the oldest. So I kind of I hold it down.
Was their attitude, when you married Mariah Carey, now we're in the money kind of thing?
Absolutely. Everybody thought it was different. I was like, that's her money. I ain't got that. However much money she got, we still working with the little.
Did you? We were talking during the commercials. Your audience didn't hear this, but you have a pattern of meeting women, going out with them for 6 weeks, and then asking them to marry you.
I only did that like 3 times.
All right, no big deal.
That's not a pattern.
Is it true that you made love to Lindsay Lohan?
Ooh. No.
Make love?
Yes.
I never made love.
All right. Did you have sex with?
Wife.
Did you have sex? Did you have sex with Lindsay Lohan?
No, Howard, I did not.
Do you know her?
Yes, I do know.
Why is it that you reportedly dated her? Did you?
What, dating and we were friends. We did a movie together. We did a film called Bobby, and we hung out a couple.
When you say hung out, did you kiss her?
I mean, it was late. It was.
So you made out with Lindsay Lohan. How far did you get with her? Second base? Third base?
I didn't. Lindsay Lohan at the time, we were very respectful with each other during the time because we were trying to be professional. And she was actually, you know what it was? I actually had a lot of respect for Lindsay because she was a lot younger at the time. I was real weirded out about younger girls. I've never really been into young girls, and I always kind of looked at her like she was just a young girl. So
yeah, but yet you guys made out. You were attracted to her.
Not really. I would say she was more attracted to me.
So she came on to you and started making out with you.
Absolutely.
And you pushed her away?
I didn't push her away. I'm still a man, Howard.
So she did things to you?
No, Howard. We were respectful. We were.
What does that mean? Respectful.
I mean,
out of all the people you could choose, you picked Lindsay Lohan?
I would have told you the dirt about Kim Kardashian and all that. Why you go?
What'd you do with Kim Kardashian?
I like Lindsay and her family. I actually have a soft spot for them.
What'd you do with Kim Kardashian? You made love to her?
Yeah.
You did?
Everybody knows that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, see, you got to get up on the pop culture, man.
I tell you what, you gave up a pretty active sex life to marry Mariah.
I did, and it was well worth it, Howard.
Yes. You're happy.
Happier than happy, especially through this entire process of help. I mean, we've become so much closer, and our family is so just tight-knit, and I even got a chance to see a different side of my wife that through this process to where she just became so nurturing, and I mean, she's really, I'm in debt to her forever, even after this entire health scare.
Your relationship got better?
Way better. I mean, it was great already, but I mean, now.
I watched that interview with the two of you where she turned to the whoever was doing the interview.
I think it was Barbara Walters.
It was Barbara Walters, and she said, well, Nick's not like the greatest husband.
No,
she did not say that.
That's how I interpreted it. I mean, it was...
That she doesn't trust me because I'm a man because of my promiscuous sex life.
So have you cheated?
I got married.
Did you cheat?
Never.
You never cheated?
Nah, I don't need to. I did everything before I got married.
You certainly
did. And he doesn't have time.
Why break up with a Kim Kardashian? Certainly good looking, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you why I did that on your show, but I got to go to break because I got these things again called commercials.
All right, I'll let you go.
I'll let 92.3 now.
All right. All right. Okay, quick, Nick. I want to find out what he did with her.
Right. Why did he break up?
He's got to play music, too, you know. That's a top 40 station.
Oh, is that what we're doing now?
I think so. Plus, Dave Navarro's here. I got to talk with Dave.
Ah.
And I got to take a break. I'll.
We have to let him go.
I think so. I think he left.
You know, he said he has to go to the bathroom a lot. He's drinking a lot of water because of that kidney thing.
All right, I'll let him go.
Hey, looked like you had fun in there.
We did. This is what we do, man. I told you I'm a huge Stern fan.
So, now that you've spoken with Howard, what do you think working with him will be like both on the air and behind the scenes?
Man, it's amazing. I'm excited about the opportunity. I mean, just to sit at the feet of King of all media and watch him do his thing like this. It's an honor.
All right, and most importantly, after hearing your phone call with Howard, do you think Mariah's opinion of Howard will change?
Do you know what? I was talking to my wife this morning, and she feels like they cool. She feels like the last couple of conversations they had were pretty straightforward. She said what she had to say, he said what they had to say, that they on cool terms. So I don't think my wife got any beef with Howard Stern.
All right. All right, Nick, thank you very much.
All right. Especially my wife is probably really going to love Howard now because her husband will be home more because of him.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, I'm Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about a ton of stuff. We talked about 𝗏cie Handler. She talked about wanting to be famous, and we talked about whether we wanted to be famous or not. We talked about tipping. We talked about 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗏, my old intern, and his girlfriend came in, and they're swingers, and how she wants to fuck a guy, and he's not into that. And then JD came in and discussed whether he'd be into that. We covered a wide array of subjects, and here's what happened.
Today, 𝗏cie Handler dropped by, and was 𝗏cie happy to be up here? In the beginning, she sounded a little tired, but by the end, she was clicking with Howard.
I think she digs the show. I think everybody hates getting up early. And I think part of her personality is that I think part of her comedy is that she's perennially irritated and pissed off. Like, that's sort of part of who she is.
And Howard loves that.
Right.
Yeah, he loves talking to someone who's as pissed off as he is about a lot of different things.
And willing to talk about it.
Right.
And name names.
Right. And which they did. The first thing I thought they got out was Howard's old college pal, Ted. 𝗏cie didn't hesitate to talk about him at all.
Right.
And they quickly bonded over that.
Howard is never like Ted. Ted is like a thorn in Howard's side. And every time he got more and more successful, it used to irritate the shit out of Howard. You know, he came on our show once.
And how'd that go?
It wasn't as much fun as making fun of him. And I don't make fun of him. I'm saying for Howard, it probably wasn't as much fun as goofing on him.
Now, why is being famous so important to 𝗏cie?
I don't know. I mean, she sort of said that it's something that she always dreamt of doing, that she wanted to do. I liked when she talked more about how you think that when you get famous, you can really rub it in everybody's faces, and it's not nearly as much fun as you would think it would be.
Well, that's what Howard said when he ran into, you know, he felt sad more than actually, hey, it's time to gloat. But is being famous important to you?
I'd be lying if I said on some level it wasn't. I mean, when I was in college, I thought that I had a chance to sort of be recognizable, and I liked the idea of it, and I like it. I enjoy it.
How about you, Benji?
I think the perks, not, you know, I'm famous to a level, to like someone that's like a character on a reality show,
but to the perks that we get from it, I think are great. And it's also nice, like, I like the idea. I mean, it's an entree into people. It's like you feel like a little bit more connected to everyone. But the actual just being famous for being famous is not a huge turn on to me.
Yeah, I always say that the best part of working on the show is being a B celebrity who works for an A celebrity, or even a D celebrity who works for an A celebrity, because you do get some cool perks. But like Howard, so almost can't utilize the perks that he gets because he's so famous. He can't, it's hard for him to go to the baseball game and sit in the stands.
What did you think of Chelsea's story about waitressing and how important the tip is?
First of all, I learned something today. I had no idea that they have to pay 8% tax on somebody's bill. That's crazy. Did you know that?
No.
I never heard that before.
Of that.
But listen, I worked at TGI Fridays, and I worked with waitresses who were like Chelsea, who just went up to guys and said, really, you're not going to fucking tip me? And there were all sorts of discussions of which ethnic groups, and like I know that I got yelled at. I was the host, and I got yelled at for seating a table of women in a waitress's section. I go, what are you mad at? She goes, don't fucking put women in my section. They don't tip for shit.
Actually, yeah, she made an anti-Semitic comment about that.
Well, she said, you're the kind of Jew that makes a Jew like me, or something like that. Yeah. I guess when you're Jewish, you can make anti-Semitic remarks. But I do get,
She's showing half a comment.
When you work hard and somebody tips you, somebody putting $10 down an $800 bill is just, it's the worst thing you can do.
Do you feel pressure to tip well? I mean, have you always felt that pressure?
Yeah. My pressure is, I like to tip well anyway because I think I make enough money to do it, but my other pressure is if you tip like shit, someone will call the show.
That's right. So you better...
Which is, I think, is exactly what Howard did. In fact, I was telling you this before. Howard and I went out to dinner one night, and I got to remember if I got this right, but I think I picked up the bill and I put my credit card down, and Howard insisted on leaving a tip, which I thought was weird. But now that I think about it, I realize Howard probably wasn't sure I was going to leave a big enough tip, or not a Howard Stern caliber tip. And he didn't want to leave it to me. And I understand, because when we leave, nobody says, Gary tipped me like shit. It's Howard Stern tipped me like shit. So, and Howard always leaves ridiculous sized tips.
So do you have a general standard? Like, I know 15 to 20%.
I'm 20 to 25%. I mean, I'm guaranteed 20%, sometimes 25%. But again, I would never tip under 20%.
Rick, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Rick.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So just that bit that Chelsea was talking about with the tipping.
Yeah. The 8%?
Yeah, they actually can cost the waitress money to wait on somebody. They take out a percentage of their gross sales to divvy out the bar, the hostesses, the bus, and all that. So they have to pay that no matter what.
Well, wait a second. She said you're saying that they take out money to divvy up to everybody. She's saying she has to pay 8% tax. Is that what?
I think she... No, it's not really tax. I think she just misexplained it.
Right.
But because on any kind of transaction that's credit card, they can trace it. So anything that isn't cash money, you have to pay on.
I do know that when you work in a restaurant, you have to tip the bar backs and the bus boys and some other people. But I understand that, if you, first of all, I don't know who's going to tip 8% or less. You got to think, like, I think in the worst places you tip 10%, but that's unheard of.
You never know, Gar. You never know. But moving on with Chelsea, what did you think of her explanation of her relationship with 50 Cent?
It sounded like she really liked him. It sounded like she went out with him for a goof and found out that she really dug him.
Yeah, and it sounded like when they broke up, they haven't spoken. I guess they get along well now, but they didn't speak to each other for a while, based on what she had said to him. So why does she have the ability to fly? I mean, she's an unbelievably successful author. Her television shows are doing well. How does she get to fly under the radar?
Because what are you going to find out about her that she hasn't told you in any of her books or she doesn't say on her show? I think that's a huge thing for her.
And is it odd? I mean, you did it in the book you wrote. I mean, when you put so much of yourself out there, then people sort of think they know you very well, and all of that is there. And I think her and Howard bonded over that a little bit.
But Howard tells everything on the radio show, yet he still gets followed a lot.
True.
But not Jennifer Aniston, whoever it's Julia Roberts caliber. But yeah, he gets followed a lot. I understand, though, what she said. It's the best of both worlds for her. She gets all the perks and none of the shit.
We're going to move off of 𝗛cie Handler and on to your former intern, Gary, Mitch, and Jessica, who look great.
She was really pretty.
Does it make you feel awkward at all when Mitch... was Mitch like this when he interned for you?
Absolutely not. He was in college. He was in his maybe 20 or 21, and he was your typical horny college kid. We talked about, chicks we thought were hot, but I don't remember him being like a sex fiend or like having like, oh, I need to do, threesomes. I think he was looking for onesomes at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he seems to hit the mother load with his fiance, but his fiance now wants to bring another guy in bed. And Mitch,
deal breaker.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's a deal breaker for Mitch.
Yeah, I find the whole thing fascinating, and I don't judge, but I don't think, like, as I was listening to them talk about it, I said, like, on the surface, it sounds like a really great idea, like, oh, my girlfriend's going to let me fuck other girls, or my wife's going to let me fuck other girls. But to me, it sounds both physically and mentally to be an enormous strain. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think about, what does it mean? What does it mean? The going out to get them. It just seems like a lot of
scheduling.
A lot of work. It seems like a lot of work. And so I don't know. I don't know Mitch, the comedian swinger. I know Mitch, the intern.
But by the way, she said she would be okay with them having a monogamous traditional relationship. Just if they did that, she doesn't think she would want to bring in other girls if he didn't, eventually let her bring in other guys.
And do you think that's a fair request?
Do I think it's fair? I think anything's fair if you're married and being upfront and like saying, this is, and you're not exploiting the other person. I think it's fair that that's what she wants and that's what he wants.
JD, would you be able to handle another guy in bed?
No. I can barely handle me in bed.
Hold on.
What size bed does JD even have?
but JD, let's go to this one, right?
Yes.
Like, who's one of your hot girls? Like a girl that the girl that you really love. Is there an answer to this?
No, there's a lot. There's
right, okay.
There's a lot.
So the girl that was in Katrina, right? You like her?
Katrina Bowden.
So she's on 30 Rock. So she's super hot. So say Katrina Bowden says, "Hey, I want you to come and I want to hook up with you, and my boyfriend's just going to sit in the corner and jerk off."
No, I couldn't. That's too weird. I can't have another guy.
Not going to come near you. Not going to touch you. He's all the way in the corner.
I could have been. If I was into that, I could have did that when I was down at hedonism, because that's all. That in fact, that was probably the only way I would have gotten laid. And since I wasn't into it, I didn't get much of anything. So no, I would not. No other guys. I want no other penises in the room. It's just mine.
But if other girls are around,
that's that's fine with me.
Double standard.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm just being me.
But the more the merrier, right?
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, I don't know about that.
But just Gary's
the more it might be sadder.
Gary's scenario, like, so you said the Katrina Bowden is her name, like, is one of your hottest chicks. Like, so you couldn't have the guy in there jerking off. What if she told you like he was just watching but not jerking off?
No. I don't want to be watched. I don't want to be analyzed whatsoever.
Okay. What if he knew about it and was like, I'm going to let you guys in the room alone. I'll leave and I'll come back. You'll call me when you're done. I'll come back.
I don't know.
All right, Katrina, you have a little shot here.
Hey, by the way, Benji, because you've been into some interesting stuff. Have you ever been with a chick where a dude's been in the room just watching?
Yes, but like I've been in it. Like that's never would be my first choice.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I don't think it's anybody's.
Well, no, I think it is some people's, but opportunistically, when that's the only way it was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, it's happening.
And
it's not.
If Elisa wanted to bring another guy in, would you be okay with that?
No, absolutely no way. No.
But see, for me, the guy in the corner only freaks me out because, like, I'd have one eye open because I think I keep waiting for him to, like, I'll just shove a finger up your ass, because you have your attention somewhere else and he'd catch you off guard.
Waiting for him to slowly creep in.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about the whole Ronnie fiasco. Apparently, he didn't enjoy me calling him borderline stupid. But and then after that, I talked about his whole yelling at his appearances and what a nightmare that is. I've seen that at a party, so here it is.
Howard says he wishes he wasn't associated with one of the two Ronnie Munns that he's gotten to know, and we should get into that a little bit when Ronnie comes in here about how he really is two different people, Gary.
I agree.
There's the character and the...
Because you and I talked about this when we were in Vegas, about, like, we love Ronnie and how Ronnie has a big heart, what a great guy he is. But I don't know that guy's coming across on the air a lot lately.
Well, that guy wasn't doing that contest in Vegas. You could see that. I mean,
I started to write Howard a note last night. I canceled it at the last second. But after I watched Ronnie, I wrote him a note that said, I thank God, I thank you and God every day that I don't have to do these appearances anymore, because when you go out in front of a crowd, there's, you feel compelled to do something.
Right.
And when you don't have an act or you don't do anything, Ronnie and I are famous for being famous. I'm famous for, I can't book a guest in front of a crowd. And so I never felt comfortable doing it.
Well, Ronnie also took issue with Scott DePace. He was insulted that Scott called him stupid, and he kind of went off on you, Scott, really out of left field. I didn't see that coming. Did you?
Your mistake, Scott, was that you gave your opinion on how smart you think everybody is, and somebody asked you, but once you put that out there, everyone's going to come back.
The fact is, everyone here has called me stupid from one time or the other, and Ronnie, everyone, Howard, I mean, all those guys. So yeah, I guess I'm not Howard. All of those guys have pretty much said that he's stupid. They pretty much made fun of his poem. And somehow I'm the bad guy. So, okay.
But you know what I think the difference is? Like, I'll say sometimes, Scott, you're being stupid, or I think your politics are stupid, but I don't think you are stupid. You sort of made the blanket statement pursuant to nothing.
Look, it's an
I think
interview.
Ronnie is in general stupid.
All right. Ask me the question again. Rank people around.
Do you think
here.
Ronnie's a bright guy?
Yes. Everyone here is very bright.
But you're not being real.
Well, I mean, how else am I supposed to answer
Tell the
it?
truth. Tell what you feel.
I think I did.
You pride yourself
Sort of.
on answering questions honestly and bluntly.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that you think Ronnie is a bright guy? Because in that interview, it didn't sound like you thought Ronnie was a very bright guy.
I don't think John understands sarcasm.
You are a point above him in IQ.
Yeah, clearly, I'm missing it. That's the one point.
Maybe you're the dummy. Look, do I think he's borderline stupid? Like I said, no. That's a little.
Is there anyone here you think is?
No. I don't even know if Bobo was. I don't think I've ever met someone borderline stupid besides a retarded guy.
So what's borderline stupid?
Yeah,
because it's not retarded.
Define borderline stupid.
Just someone who you can't even have a conversation with, who has no sense of reason or I don't know.
But that's retarded, what you're talking about. There are stupid people who aren't retarded.
Well, show me one of them. Who do you think is here?
I think that Sal, in some areas, can be bright, and in some areas, I think Sal lacks common sense.
So that's your way of sugarcoating.
No,
You're
I
saying
think
in some ways
I don't think
he could
Sal's
be bright.
stupid. I think Sal lacks book smarts, and I think he lacks common sense. On the other hand, I think sometimes he's sort of a little street smart. He's sharp in some other areas, so I don't completely discount him. But sometimes he doesn't think things through.
He's brilliant at making some of those calls.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I said that I think Sal is reasonably intelligent. But so maybe I should say Ronnie doesn't show or sound very intelligent, but he can drive very well.
Okay.
I mean, like I don't know. I made a comment and he got angry and.
Do you see why Ronnie would find that comment insulting?
I would say that you'd be stupid for being surprised that he's mad that you called him stupid.
No, I mean my point is that everyone here has called me stupid, and Howard has basically said that he's not. Stupid is a strong word, and maybe that's the problem. I shouldn't be saying stupid because I don't think he's stupid, but. If we had to take an SAT test, let's say, we all had to go in and my money's not going on him. That's it.
So he's not strong academically in your eyes.
What do you think?
I'm just stating what you said.
I'm not sure how I feel right now. What do you think?
You're not sure how you feel because you're backpedaling on what you said before.
Well, that's really what I meant. I just mean that Ronnie's a great guy. And like he said, he's successful in business.
So did you feel bad saying that about Ronnie? Because it heated up pretty quickly between you two.
Well, I felt bad that he got so upset. I mean, I thought his skin was a little thicker. That I always think I'm always surprised when anyone here gets upset because of all the.
But you get
trash talking
upset.
that goes on. I do when it's 5-on-1 sort of thing. That's
no,
what
you get
pisses
if
me
somebody takes a shot at you, it upsets you sometimes.
Not really? Go ahead.
I'm not looking to fight with you. But who do you think here? Have you ever met anybody like that's borderline stupid? Like some of the whack packers? No, because I think it's a funny phrase. Like where would you put Miss Howard Stern?
I've never really. I don't speak to a lot of the guests, so I don't really. But my interaction from what they. Yeah, I think Miss Howard Stern is probably borderline stupid. I think is Beetlejuice officially retarded? Because if not, he's definitely stupid.
You really have to ask that question?
Well, I don't know. What is there a clinical term? And how do you? I don't
know what the clinical term is. But if you ask somebody to spell red 3 times and they spell 3 different ways, I'm going to go with whatever that phrase
all right.
is.
Then he's flat out retarded.
Steve in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
High pitch Eric seems very stupid.
Hello?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve Carnathan, I'm a big fan. Hey, listen, Pace, you're just a backpedaling asshole, first of all.
Shut up.
And
You're
second of all, Ronnie runs his business, and he runs it better than obviously you did.
I don't run Ronnie's business.
No, Ronnie runs his own. He's a hell of a lot more successful than you are. You're just a typical politician, backpedaling asshole.
I'm not a politician. What?
Now, Scott, did you think it was fair for Howard to be upset at Ronnie and the way he behaved out in Vegas? Do you think Ronnie's representing the show?
I mean, listen, Ronnie's his own guy. If he's going to say that this is Ronnie from the Howard Stern Show, I could see Howard's point.
But, I mean, it's a Howard TV event. He's saying Howard TV up there.
I don't know. I'd be curious to talk to some of the people. Do they think are they getting some part of the Howard Stern Show? Or they think it's going to be a big comedy show? Or if they go expecting to hear some guy just yell at them the whole time, well, then they deserve it.
Gary, what do you think? Should Howard be upset by this? He said he doesn't want to associate himself with that kind of guy.
The thing is, I think that Ronnie's sort of getting mixed signals because Ronnie hasn't really changed too much. He's always sort of been like that. I think that Howard's perception of how he'd like to be received by the audience might be changing a little, which he's totally entitled to, by the way. And so maybe one day he wasn't paying attention. One day he woke up and somebody sent him the tape. It's like, oh, my God, that's just out there representing me. I'm not sure that I'm crazy about that anymore.
So you think Howard has changed, not Ronnie?
Yeah, to some degree. And I think that's perfectly fine for somebody to change.
Just so everyone knows, that is the guy that shows up at all the parties that we have.
But if you go to dinner with Ronnie, or if you just hang out with Ronnie, that's not the guy you hang out with.
No, because normally that's before that guy comes out. When he gets a little drunk, then suddenly forget about it.
All right, Ted, let's take a break. We'll try and get Ronnie down here to refute some of what Scott said, calling him borderline stupid. Ronnie just joined us, and Ronnie, we were talking to Scott about him calling you borderline stupid, and he's backed off of that a little bit, but you went after him pretty hard today.
What do you mean by backed off a little bit? What does that mean?
Well, he was trying to. Well, Scott, you should speak for yourself. I don't want to put words in your
I already
mouth.
did it once. I can't. I don't know.
I think he said that he doesn't think you're book smart, but you drive well.
No, that was a joke. I think that, to say you're borderline stupid is certainly an exaggeration. All I was saying is if we were going to
Why would you say it at all, then?
They asked me the question, who is, rank everyone around here. And I had just got done hearing you do your poem, and I didn't think it sounded very good.
Just got done hearing me do my poem.
You had just said you had
I did my poem at the Christmas party. That was
The
December
first one.
15th.
Yeah, the first one. The first poem about the winter. It's
Yeah, okay.
cold.
You had just heard that?
You just said it on the air, and that
You're getting caught up. What we played was taped about a month ago with 𝗏𝗏 as well. So he's saying when he was interviewed, he heard you it was a day or two after he heard you do your poem.
Oh, okay.
But Scott said, like, if you took the SAT, he doesn't think you do very well.
as well as most.
Can I ask you a question? What at this point in my life, does that matter now?
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
Same thing with an IQ test. What is that going to do for me?
I agree with you.
And what did it do for
100%.
you, except to find out that Will is smarter than you?
That's debatable.
He passed it. He got a higher score, didn't he?
Still don't know how he did it.
I don't know, man.
Really?
I know it bothered
Like
him.
you can't get over the fact that he may be
No,
smarter
it
than you?
bothered him badly, man.
You know, there was that whole news story.
Which turned out not to be true.
Well, I don't know.
Do you think Will cheated and that's why he got more than you?
Look, I know he called me the day before he took it in a panic.
We all did. We were all.
No.
I called Howard in a panic the day. We all were in a panic, except for you.
And he called me in a panic, wanting to know everything about the test. And then he did a lot of research on it. I don't know. Look, he's a smart guy. I never said he wasn't. I just, the 131.
You can't just say he scored better than you on the IQ test.
I told you, it bothers him to no
Wow.
end.
And that's your friend.
Maybe. All right. He probably did get the one.
I don't know.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone here you feel is smarter than you?
I think everyone's smart.
Answer my question. Is there anyone here that you feel is
Is there
smarter than
anyone
you?
here whose intelligence intimidates me? No.
Is there anyone here who you feel is smarter than you are?
I don't know. How do I know that?
Is
anyone here a scientist? No.
It's a gut guess.
Gut guess? I'm sure there is.
But who
I'm
would
sure
it be then?
It could be.
It's not Robin. It's not Fred.
Could be
Obviously.
Will.
Could be Will.
It could be Howard.
Mm-hmm.
It could be John.
But wait a second. So if you're doing the IQ test, throwing all the jokes out the window,
Yeah.
John and I scored 1 point below you. It's a
No,
veritable.
John was a couple more than
No, John and
No.
I are the same.
Oh, you
1
were,
point.
They were exactly.
It's a veritable tie. You don't think that
know,
we're
it's-
all around the same intelligence, or do you think that 1 point really makes you so much smarter than John and I?
It was a really hard point.
No, I'm being serious.
I mean, you're the same as I am. It's obvious that I mean, I don't know any other barometer than the IQ test. So what am I to say? Yeah, you're right in the same family as I am.
No, but that's because it sounded like you were going a different way. But we were saying, who do you think here could be?
You said, "What's my gut on who could be smarter than I?" I don't think you're smarter than I am. That's my gut.
That's okay. I'm just wondering if there's anybody else that could be.
I don't know. I'd have to go through the whole list and in
Like, do you think you're the smartest guy in the TV room, as a for instance?
Yes. No. Maybe
Who was the no?
Goodstein, Gange, Phelan.
You think Angie might be smarter than you?
No. I'm smart.
Those were the yeses.
So, Ronnie, you agree? Scott doesn't think anybody here is smarter than he is.
Yeah, I agree.
I just said you could be, John.
And that,
you said it, but you didn't mean it.
Well, wait a second. John and I have the same IQ, so why could he be smarter than you, but I couldn't?
Well, I think yours is swayed in the memory category, which I don't value.
You don't know what.
Oh, you have the Fred problem, guy.
But you don't know what John scored high.
I don't know, Gary. I don't know. You're asking me these questions. I don't know. There's no way to judge.
Yet
Let's cut our brains open.
There's
and
no
see.
way to
I mean,
judge, yet somehow you managed to.
Well, of course. I mean, you're asking me for a gut feeling. I'm not willing to say my gut says that you're smarter than I am.
Well, what would make you say I was stupid?
What do you think made Howard, Robin, and Fred at times call you stupid?
I never heard him call me stupid.
Hey, well, stupid's a strong word. I've said that. All right, so let's back away from stupid. Let's say not as intelligent as they are.
Yeah, because the grammar and stuff and the shit I do with my appearances. That's drinking, okay? The shit I do with my appearances is having a good time.
Ronnie, why?
And if you've never been to one of my appearances either, everybody is having a good time, believe it or not.
I don't think anybody questions the fact that people are having a good time. If you watch the video, everyone's having a great time. But Howard seemed to say that this 𝗏𝗏 he doesn't want to be any part of. He sort of wants to disassociate himself from you because you're representing the show in a way I guess he's not a fan of.
Okay.
Do you understand where he's coming from?
I
on that?
understand. I understand where he's coming from, but if you're not there to see the actual appearance and what's going on and how drunk everybody is there, I'm not even talking about me. I'm talking about the people that are there. You're in a club with 2,000 people there in this club, and they're all, one is drunker than the other. It's just everybody's having a good time. That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't see too many people coming to a strip club and going, this is disturbing.
Nobody was insulted. I could tell you that.
Do you feel
I didn't insult anybody, I promise you.
Well, do you feel when you do these appearances, you're sort of giving the people what they want, like what they come for?
I think so, because it's a wild party is what it was. This wasn't a strip club. It was Lavo. It's a club.
It's a club.
One of the biggest clubs in Vegas.
Yeah.
Gary, when we have parties and Ronnie starts in with his yelling, what do you think of that?
I'm amused.
You're amused.
Yeah, I don't go, oh, there's dumbass Ronnie. I'm amused. I think it's funny. I've known him for a long time.
Sometimes it goes on a little long.
I haven't been to a lot of those. Like the last time I really witnessed Ronnie genuinely out of control for any length of time. It was like 6 or 7 years ago. It was that Valentine's Day party. Where that was like really bad.
See, and that's fun. But then
that
when
was like he was drunk at 8
o'clock,
9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 2 o'clock.
When everyone else starts jumping in, like Phelan starts yelling, and it becomes just a shout fest for no reason. I just want to stick a fork in my
No, I get that.
But Howard feels that Ronnie's reflecting poorly on him. Like Ronnie is a reflection of his persona and who Howard is.
I guess it depends on how he's billed. If he's billed Ronnie from Howard Stern show, then maybe that could. But if everyone's liking
this time I was billed as Ronnie from Howard TV.
Right.
Yeah, you think Howard TV bears some of the responsibility here, Ronnie?
Well, I don't. What, for me yelling?
Like, are they encouraging you to do more of that, or are you doing that on your own?
No, I think listen. Howard TV loves it. Okay, for the mere fact that they get content out of it. They get a TV show, behind the scenes show, whatever.
Is that in your head when you're up there?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just I'm having fun. Everybody was having fun,
and I have to.
And the girls were having a blast on stage dancing. They were most of them were high as a kite. They not drunk. Not right. I don't know if high as a kite, but they were having a great time dancing. They wanted to win. The girl who won was thrilled.
And I take it back. Ronnie, I hate to keep bringing up bad times. It wasn't
They're not bad times to me.
It wasn't the Valentine's Day thing. It was Bubba's wedding.
Well, yeah,
last time I saw him bad.
That was a bad time to me.
That was really the last time.
That I remember when the night ended, and I went back to my hotel room, and I sat there by myself, and I said, I am definitely fucked here.
What are your two egos again?
I knew it.
What is it? It's Ron and
Ronald.
Oh, Ronald. So you should try doing one of these events as the nice guy. What's that guy, Ron?
Yeah, nobody wants to come and see that.
Let's have some respect for the women.
They're not paying to see Ronald. They're
And I
paying to
didn't
see
call
Ronnie.
the girl a shit ass. I'm telling it was chit. I didn't say shits. I said chicks.
John in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show. How you doing, John?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
I just kind of want to defend Scott here a little bit, which is kind of strange for me because I seem to never agree with him.
Okay. Thank you.
But Scott, I think he's kind of right. I know these are co-workers of yours, and it's very hard to call somebody that you work with stupid. But all the fans even know it's funny for the show to hear, like Ronnie's poetry and that whole thing where they were going to give Ronnie another show, and they called it More Ronnie, and he didn't even get the joke for a week. He is kind of...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's kind of...
No, I got the joke. I said it right away. Moron. I said...
It took a while to get it. Somebody had to explain it to you, and you came in and confronted Howard a day or two later and said, you guys are making fun of me behind my back. But, I mean, it's funny, but I think he put the wrong one lowest. I think Sal is definitely the lowest. He can't even pick out the U.S. on a map.
He's just not educated. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, that is kind of, I mean, you go through, if you graduate high school and you don't pick up some of the material, that is kind of stupid, don't you think?
Stupid of the school to give him a diploma.
Well, and Sal gets very insulted if anybody calls him stupid.
That's his Achilles heel. If you say Sal's stupid, it's very upsetting to him. But he's right. And Sal's move is, what do I need to know where Florida is? What am I going to use it in my daily life?
Right.
I get on a plane, they take me there. What the fuck do I have to pick it on a map?
All right, thanks for calling in, John. So are you two okay now?
I apologize to Ronnie.
Yeah,
and-
which I know took a lot for Scott to apologize to somebody.
Did you think it was a sincere apology?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Yeah, I thought it was very sincere because I heard from little flies on the wall that he was upset about the whole thing after it went down.
Really?
Oh, then you're full of shit. Then your fucking apology doesn't mean nothing. Then
no. Wait, whoa. I mean, I wasn't pouting in the room.
no, I didn't say you were pouting. Did I say you were pouting?
I was upset
I
that
said
you were
it
upset.
bothered you. I said it bothered you.
I didn't like.
Yeah, okay.
You and I were always good. And I don't want to.
I've never had a bad word with you, but you know what? Last night, the funny thing was when he said it yesterday. And John Lieberman, I think, came to me and asked me about it, and I just, what the hell you're talking about? I didn't even know that he did an interview about he was doing a story like this. But I went, now, I never hear the news stories, but now you can go on Twitter and listen to them. So I just went and listened to it in the afternoon. I heard it on Twitter on my phone, and it's like, what the fuck, man? What is with this guy? It bothered me all night. And I was just hoping it would come, because I had to explode today on this. I
could tell.
Now, if
you unleashed.
If you didn't go in for because Howard brought you in for the Vegas stuff, would you have gone up to Scott and told him that it kind of pissed you off what he had to say?
I would have waited because I knew sooner or later it would have probably came up on the air because I know Lieberman was going to headline it, and it would have came up then, and then I would have went in, but no, I don't think I would have confronted. Howard likes, like he said this morning,
the air.
He loves fights. He loves it. He thrives on it. And
Hey, Ronnie, if you were asked if you had to pick a stupid person on the staff, who would you
𝗵𝗵, I wouldn't call anybody stupid.
That's
I've never called. I wouldn't do it.
Okay, that's
even if I
you had to.
Even if I thought you were the dumbest fucking person in the world, I don't do that, and I don't tell people I hate them either.
Hi, I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, the subject came up of me screwing something up. I deleted some important material Howard was trying to play. I went in, I admitted it, and eventually he got mad but apologized, so check it out.
I think we should start with something that happened at the end of the show, which was Scott Salem deleting Howard's page. And the way Howard handled it, because you heard the anger, he yelled at Scott, he was all pissed off, and then a caller called in, and 10 minutes later he's apologizing for the way he treated Scott. But that's just a screw-up, Gary, that I was surprised. I thought it was going to go on for longer, and I wonder if Scott's heard the last of it.
It would have gone on for longer 15 years ago. I felt for Scott, and I felt for Howard. First of all, I need to explain to folks that all the pages that we have, the Gary page 1, JD page 2, all that stuff, as the show goes on, we play Howard all these bits, and Howard takes the best of these bits and he pulls them over to, it's called the cart rack, but I call it the on-deck circle. And Howard moves things around. He's like, okay, I'm going to play this and this and this, and this is the order. And so to go back and recreate that is near impossible because I gave him so much stuff this morning, I'm not positive I remember what was on his pages, and I don't always see what he pulls over. So Howard's like, and it's not just for today. If we didn't get to it today, it's waiting for him on Monday, and he constantly recreates that page. So I felt for him that went away. Hey, there goes Tom Green. What's up, man? I felt really bad for him that went away, but I felt really bad for Scott, too, because it's an honest mistake.
Yeah, and Scott said that. He said, I hit the wrong button. I made a mistake. But for it to happen at that point in the show, the way Howard was feeling, it's just not good.
It would have been worse if it happened at the beginning of the show because we would have lost. Howard at least got to play a bunch of the stuff that was on there.
Right.
But it's not good for anybody involved. But when I sit in there, I think of the days when I was under fire like that, where I know I fucked up. And there's nothing you can say or do. You fucked up and you just have to sit there and take it, and you just don't know when it's going to end.
But aren't you better off just copping to it as Scott did, not pretending there was some weird thing that happened or a glitch, or it just...
Absolutely, but sometimes that's worse because you're copping to it and you're like, I know, man, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. And he just doesn't care. You know, what else can you do? You just have, it's like you're getting the shit kicked out of you, and you put your hands over your face and keep taking the punches until it stops.
And Scott took it, but the bowling thing came up again. And when Howard starts hitting you with that, you wonder, what subtext is going on.
And again, I used to take that all the time. It could be like I would fuck something up, and Howard would bring up an appearance I did a month ago. Oh, well, maybe you weren't at the car show a month ago. Maybe you'd get this shit right. And I was like, and so he grabs whatever weapons he can.
Yeah, and then you're thinking, is it on his mind still? And then it starts playing games in your head.
Well, Jason and I had this interesting conversation. I guess the reason why I'm so sensitive to the whole Scott thing is because I said to Jason, I remember those days. And Jason said, I said it would really hurt. And he said, well, but after when you went to break, Howard said I was just kidding around. I go, never. And Jason goes, God, as a listener, I just always assumed that you and Howard had this thing. And I go, no, we just sort of moved on. It was sort of unspoken, except sometimes I didn't know whether he was still mad or not.
Did you ever get an apology like that, like Scott got today? That quickly?
Yeah, but all more recently. I think so, but I'd say 90% of the time I didn't. 95% of the time I didn't.
And I wonder with Scott and the dates, I know he's doing the block party and the bowling and stuff like that. Does he think twice about doing it, or is Scott just so beaten down he takes it and he moves on because he knows eventually it's going to pass?
The second.
Yeah, I think so too. Were you impressed by how Scott handled himself in there, Benji?
That the more feeling was I felt horrible for him because it's like. It's just like I thank God I'm not in a position like that. Something like that could happen. It sounds like it was like just a total mistake, and I understand what Howard's point of view is. Like when you write a term paper and someone erases it.
That's right. That's exactly what it's like. It's really all the funny stuff of the day. And in his mind, he said, if I take this, it's like a puzzle. I'll take this and this and this and put it all together. It's going to work.
Yeah, and poof, it's gone.
Right.
So you understand where the anger is coming from. And Scott, that's one of those situations where you made an honest mistake. There's nothing you can do. Are you surprised he turned around and apologized to you so quickly?
Yeah, a little surprised. He probably wouldn't have done it if the caller didn't push him into it. But I was a little surprised. I didn't need that. I mean, I would be just equally as pissed off as he was. It's something that I did that shouldn't happen.
So after you hit the button and you realize what happens, what's going through your mind?
Oh, fuck. Shit. I'm like, God damn it. So I said, I can't just not tell anybody and let it go, and hopefully things won't show up.
Scott came to me. I was supposed to tell Howard during the break, and we had like this 45-second break where I was talking to him about a contest, and I just didn't get to it.
And he found it without you telling him?
That's right.
Oh, that's even worse. But I did go to Gary right after it happened. I said, listen, I deleted a page by accident. I just want you to know. I didn't just leave
Oh, no. Yeah, he fessed up to it, but there's nothing you can do.
That was the only thing I could have done. I mean, so, yeah, I felt really bad. It's not something that, I do.
What about the bowling comments and the block party comments and the other things that Howard said when he was sort of getting on?
When you get mad and you're in an argument with somebody, you just bring up shit and you throw it around, whatever.
Hey, when you're talking to your wife and you call her a cunt and a whore? Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
No, but that's almost what it's like. It's like all bets are off.
Yeah. So
I would hate to fight with Howard in real life.
The bowling and the block party have nothing to do with what I do here. So, I mean, they're associated, but in terms of doing my job here, no, I didn't fuck up because I do those other things.
All right. We have a hit TV show lady here, 𝗪cie Handler. We're going to bring her in.
Oh, one of those hit TV show ladies.
That's right. Something wrong with that? No.
Hi.
Good morning, 𝗪cie.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Your big debut.
I know. I'm very, very excited.
Nervous at all?
No.
Just curious. I read this.
No. I don't get nervous very often. Should I be?
No. Here, right this way, 𝗪cie. You guys used to be coworkers of sorts.
Who, Howard and I?
Yeah, when he was on E.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't on E when Howard was on E. I don't
You guys
think.
never crossed paths?
No, never.